What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Comic Cons, where we talk everything pop culture, comics, movies. I think the only thing we don't cover on here is probably music, and we might have to do top soundtracks to movie on here. I think that's up next. Without further ado, let me bring in my co-host, uh, Derek Gaines, my brother Stay Ready Mac, and we also got a special guest. We got a special guest in the house, very special guest. We got the usual suspects in the house. We'll have the Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. K underscore Dr. Kilograms himself. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on? That top soundtrack sound real good to do, man.
Yeah, because I think we cover everything but music.
Yeah.
We probably do everything but music, so I think it's only right, man. And Mac, how you doing today?
Man, I'm cool, man. I had a pretty much chill weekend. Went and got me some soul food earlier today from one of my favorite soul food restaurants. Like, I had a good day today, man.
Yes, sir. Derek, man, how's your day going before I come to KG?
Man, speaking of soul food, man, I got up early this morning, chopped me up some carrots and onions, broke out the northern beans in the slow cooker and let them simmer all day. Threw some turkey tails in there, made some some lime flavored rice, had cornbread. It's been real smooth, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And of course,
trust me, I'm a doctor.
A good doctor, man. What's going on, doctor?
What's up, folks? You know what I'm saying? Hi, chat. Hey, out the gate, man, I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, for bringing me on.
KG was getting at me, y'all. He was like, yo, Act, man, why I didn't get invited on the show, man? Why? I was like, you know what? Sports movies. Once that idea popped up, I was like, yeah, KG the perfect person for that. So.
Hey, and you know, if y'all pay attention, man, you know what I'm saying, everywhere y'all see me at, regardless of the channel, I fit in everywhere, goddammit. That's why I felt it was only right that them bring me on to Comic Cons. I watch my language. I try.
All right, please do. We've been doing so well. And if you got a curse, wait after the first 5 minutes.
10 minutes. First 10 minutes.
Oh, first 10 minutes. Okay.
He's even trained me pretty well. So I've
yeah, Mac does great.
I've even got my cuss words down to the light.
I don't think I'll drop the F-bomb yet.
Nah,
man,
you haven't.
That peach cobbler sounds real good, man.
That does. So, fellas, let's get it started. Today we're discussing your favorite sports movies. Let me get in this chat real quick before we start so the guys can keep it rocking. Let me see what we got in the house. Okay, we got Pooh Man.
Let's go, Bob.
We got Derek Gaines doing double duty, man. We got my bro D-Man Jr. in the house. We got the OGs, the Generals, 7A Sports. Man, you got to come back on here before Last Dragon leave. We got to do that review, OG. We got to do that review. That review because it's about to leave Netflix.
But it ain't about to leave Prime. It's still on Prime.
Oh, it's still on Prime too?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I got
been
both.
on Prime for years. It ain't going.
Okay. Tay. Salute to Tay, the winner of the 50-50 ticket giveaway, man. Get y'all tickets too, if y'all don't know. Salute to Sis Tay. Yes, sir. And 78 gave his list already. Oh, yeah, he got a lot. He got a lot of the movies but we gonna get into that right now.
Yeah,
good list, 78. Good list. We gonna go to the Good Doctor first.
Vision Quest.
I don't even know what Vision Quest is.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
Let's see
you
that.
gotta holler at me about that one. I gotta
Yeah.
look that up. And y'all don't know what it is.
I never heard of that movie.
I've never heard of it.
That's the first time nobody on the panel heard of a movie. What is that? Well, like I said, we'll talk about that. KG,
Worked
man,
out.
what you want to start off with, man?
I'm gonna start it out on a comedic side, more so fictional. I'm gonna go with semi-pro.
That was a good. Hey, that was a damn.
That was a good movie, good pick.
Yeah.
Go ahead, K. Go ahead.
All right. So this movie here is because if everybody knows the history of them, the NBA, it wasn't always the NBA, it was the ABA, and ABA got absorbed, you know what I'm saying, turned into the NBA. So this is not like a parody movie, but more so a comedic approach as to how the ABA got absorbed by the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So Jackie Moon, played by Will Ferrell, that's my guy, man. That's my guy.
Too. Mine too.
He ain't done a bad movie yet.
Yeah,
No.
I ain't gonna lie. He always has me cracking up.
So Jackie Moon is the owner of one of the teams, the Flint, Michigan. This is before the water got fucked up. I mean, messed up. I'm sorry. See, I'm already messing up. Before the water got messed up, he's the owner, the coach, and he's the player. He does it all. Jackie Moon finds all means of cutting corners to keep his team booming. And then when the announcement came down that the team was going to be absorbed, he did everything in his power to try to keep the team afloat. And then they found out that they were only going to absorb certain teams, so he tried to hold the commission to task to say the best, I think, 4 teams or best 4 teams get absorbed versus who had the best market. Though Flint had one of the worst markets at that time. So he had Andre 3000, Clarence Coffee Brown. That was his name, right? I gotta get it right.
Yeah. That was
it was Clarence Coffee. Yeah.
Clarence Coffee Brown.
This man he could have played anywhere. ABA, NBA, he could have played the Rucker, he could have played with the Harlem Globetrotters. He was the man, but he was an individual. And then Woody Harrelson was I don't want to say washed up because he still understood what the game was in NBA. He came in and he was drafted. They picked this man up for a washing machine. They traded him for a washing machine. So Woody Harrelson, the Monics, made it to the team, and him and Clarence bumped heads at first because he looked at it as, oh, you a has-been because you were in the NBA and you ain't got it no more. You down here with us. So they battled it out. They bickered back and forth amongst battling with the attendants. So it was a seesaw fight to kind of movie where Will Ferrell was doing everything. He had them dressed up like mascots, dancing, doing dance routines, all kinds of stuff. This movie will have you led to believe that the alley-oop was invented in Flint, Michigan by the Flint Tropics by Jackie Moon and Clarence Coffee Brown.
Hey, and don't forget that his mama, Patti LaBelle, told him in a dream.
His mama was black.
Yeah, yes.
His mama was black. Patti LaBelle was good. And everybody on this panel knows what the damn hit song was. Love Me Sexy.
Yes, love. I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna bring it up
because he had to sing that before every game.
Hell yeah.
I know you wanna love me sexy.
But all in all, you know what I'm saying, I hope everybody has seen this movie because, of course, the movie, it didn't end with the underdogs, the good guys winning. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get absorbed, and but Jackie still won at the end.
Yeah.
Jackie Moon had resilience and perseverance. He was going to press forward. He was a hustler for real. Hustler. He made it happen. You know what I'm saying? But you guys can fire away whatever questions, but this was my movie, man. I could watch this movie on repeat because it was just comedic. It was basketball because it still shrunk a individual down to having to play team ball. It was still a team sport movie, and you know what I'm saying, in its old essence of it.
Yes, sir. Any comments on this, guys? I'm gonna just say, great pick. This was a really good movie, man. I love Will Ferrell movies, man. From
Me
this
too.
one to Anchorman to Step Brother to.
Man,
I'm not gonna bring up my favorite one, because it's on somebody's list, and he knows probably exactly what movie I was just getting ready to say. Alexander X, salute, and salute to my first, one of my first 2 subs, because it probably was him and Derek Gaines. Pooh Man in the house, man. Pooh Man in the house.
What up, Pooh Man?
What's going on, Pooh Man? Alexander X. I've seen this movie a couple times. That's all I could tell you.
But I love it.
All right, wait, Derek. Does this get your stamp of approval?
Any Will Ferrell movie gets my stamp of approval.
Okay.
He hasn't done a bad movie yet.
Okay.
Even his not so popular movies are funny to me.
Have y'all ever seen The Campaign?
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
was
god, I have
yeah.
that movie. That
Yeah.
to me,
yeah.
that movie was hilarious, man.
I'm trying to
That
think.
on the low.
I'm gonna tell you, Will Ferrell even have a movie that wasn't a comedy. That was great. It was that movie to where that author was writing. And it was
Yes,
Yeah,
I forget what it was called, but it was.
I'm actually trying to look it up right now, but I can't remember the name of it. It's one of my favorite Will Ferrell movies. So.
I loved him in Wise Guys.
No, Stranger Than Fiction. Stranger Than
Stranger Than
Fiction.
Oh yeah. That was
That's a good movie. I promise.
And I just caught on what Ax said about somebody having one of his movies on this list, and I was thinking about that movie. So whoever put it there, good job.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know. Well, you
Anchorman
know.
was I think his one of his best. Anchorman, Wise Guys.
You know
Wait,
what's crazy?
don't keep going, Derek, because you might bring up a name. I feel
tell
like
you
you're gonna bring it up. I feel like you're gonna bring it up.
Okay,
Right.
It's on one of our lists. That's what I was saying.
One movie that we didn't mention that was good, and I don't like one of the actors in the movie, but it was good, was the other guy.
Yeah, the other guys.
I don't like Mark. I don't like Mark.
Oh yeah, the other guys.
I do not like Marky Mark. He cannot act, but
He
He did
ain't the
good in that
worst actor, but he's not somebody. It's so real. I think
bro, he
You know who I
actually
think does
sang
better
in
than him?
every movie.
you know who I think does better than him, and he just arrived. I think John Cena is more believable.
I don't like John.
I haven't seen enough of his movies for me to give you that kind of. Because
I've seen his
seen
movies.
a movie that makes me like, hey, John Cena in this movie, I'm gonna go watch it. No, I haven't seen.
But you know who's showing range?
Who?
No, out of the wrestlers, I'm talking about range and not playing the same person.
You said his
Batista.
name, Rain.
Batista.
Oh, yeah, Batista. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Batista everywhere.
Like,
He's doing this thing now. Yeah.
But you know,
Like,
Batista, he can went full-fledged actor.
yeah, like
Yeah.
he's serious. Like it was a
Serious
movie I
roles.
watched. Yeah.
Cabin
and
in the Woods.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the Onion something, the Onion, Glass Onion or something. He was good in that.
I'm gonna tell y'all a movie from back in the day. I don't know if y'all seen it. It's one of my favorite movies. It's called Chaos Theory. It has Wesley Snipes, and it has what's the English dude that played in Blitz. Man, but it's got Batista in it. He's one of the cops. I'm gonna tell y'all. Hold on.
Let me get in this chat. Yo, salute to my brother Soul Power. Salute, Soul Power. Salute, bro. I see you over there grinding and stuff like that. I try to catch the lives. If I don't catch, I try to. Okay. Shoot, let's go to the next person. Let's go to Mac. On you.
Well, let's go and bring it up because that was actually where I was going first. Will Ferrell, Talladega Nights. You know, we could have went anywhere with Will Ferrell because you got the ice skating movie, you got Kicking and Screaming.
That's the movie I thought.
Oh my goodness!
I thought you was talking about Kicking and Screaming.
No, I didn't go with Kicking and Screaming.
The ice skate movie. Oh my god!
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
I don't know how y'all forgot about that one, bro. That movie was.
Look at Michael Clark Duncan.
This movie right
Rest in
here
peace.
is the funniest Will Ferrell movie.
Yes, it is. It's my favorite one.
I'm sorry.
Help me, baby Jesus.
I wake up in the morning and I piss excellent. You know what, Dan? I wake up in the morning and I piss excellent. I'm sorry, man. The bad kids to the
Yeah. The kids and the grandfather.
the grandpa, to the mom, the gold digging wife. Like to be honest with you, kind of like KG mentioned in the semi-pro, they took NASCAR and they actually embraced the redneck side and like really embraced the redneck part of this movie on how a lot of that stuff really be going down and made jokes about it. Most of those guys, like you had him and they were teammates. I can't even think of his name right now. But you know, they were teammates. And he used because he was the number one racer, they played off of that throughout every race until the Frenchman came along. But man, just I know we got so many different sports to talk about all day in a dollar, but I had to bring this one up with Talladega Nights. I actually I wanted to bring more comedic sports movies on my list, and I also wanted to bring kids movies on my list because it's a kids sports movie. Like I think it's more kids sports movie than adult sports movie, but to start my list off, I wanted to go with something like Talladega Nights because I don't care what I'm doing. If I'm trying to find something to watch and I see this on TV, I'm gonna stop and watch it. It's one of them movies, and I'm gonna watch it all the way through every time. If I'm trying to find something to watch, and then I know I can go down a list of Will Ferrell movies, and if I see Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, Semi-Pro, and them, I'm gonna push play and watch it. Night at the Roxbury. Like we talking about, I don't think he had a bad movie yet.
Yes, sir. Salute Jimmy Bernard. That's my guy right there, man.
It's like he took Adam Sandler was first with the goofiness, but it's like he took over from where Adam Sandler kind of fell off. But that as soon as Adam Sandler fell off, it's like he took off and it was over.
Yes, sir. Salute Eric Jordan. Anybody got any comments?
One for JJ.
Love the movie. I would have watched that skating movie, but I didn't like the other guy. He played in Napoleon
Dynamite.
No, yeah, Napoleon Dynamite, and I hated that movie with a passion. But this is a great movie. I loved it.
How did you hate Napoleon Dynamite?
Because my ex-girlfriend played it every day.
Okay. You gotta
must ended bad. That must mean it ended bad. If you hate
oh man, I sent her the link for the show. I'm looking for her in the chat, but she might not show. But yeah, I hated that. She loved that movie. I hated it. I hated it with a passion. I just never said anything.
My part in the damn Talladega Nights was in the beginning when he was getting interviewed for the first time. He was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. He's like, just put them down. And he just kept putting them up into the camera. I was like, so what is he doing?
My favorite part is when the dad, you know what I mean, he gets his confidence back. And he's like, yo, there's a key of that Colombian Bam Bam. That's my part right there. I like moments like that in movies.
And it was really in the car.
You know what I mean? And you know, something drives the person to get that feeling back.
But what about when they went to Denny's in the end?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ricky Bobby.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
You know what, Ricky Bobby? Oh man, I love it.
Yeah, I remember when Applebee's was doing their special around Talladega Nights. They had promos.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
I ain't been to Applebee's in a minute.
Ain't me.
Oh man, they closed them all here in Cincinnati, just about.
I know you can't find the Red Lobster no more.
Applebee's was
Uh,
a cool hangout spot.
I heard they
There are
gon-
2 Red Lobsters here. 2. Used to be about 7.
Red Lobster went bankrupt. They get ready to close.
I think we got
somebody
like
told me that a
1
young black brother took over the franchise and he's starting to revamp it back. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All them endless shrimps. They killed them.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I knew I should have went there before I heard it was gonna close. I knew I should have went there and racked up on some biscuits. I knew I should have racked up on some biscuits. Salute to Amanaz. Appreciate it. All right, let's go to you.
Oh man,
Bro, we appreciate you. We appreciate you always. And
I'm
like
an
I
ass.
said, we gotta do that last dragon. We gotta do that. All right, Derek. Derek. Let's go. To you. Where we at?
You guys had started off with a bang. The comedic value, I loved it. Sorry, I have to change the direction.
Nah, ain't
'Cause
nothing wrong with that.
most of
mine
my
might be
picks,
direction too. It's serious. You got
it's
serious.
serious. Rudy,
You know what's crazy?
love this movie.
Everybody knew that you was gonna pick Rudy.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna. I said
Everybody, Mac,
that. Act that.
KG, everybody knew that you was gonna pick Rudy.
Yeah, we
I already
knew.
know.
I straight up said I had
He said-
3 on my list. I knew
He
you was
said, "Yo, Act, I'm not gonna pick Rudy because I know Derek got Rudy." I said, "How the hell did you know that?"
I just know it.
And KG said that too.
Yep.
KG said he probably picked Rudy. I was
I
like,
just-
"Damn,
I love this movie,
they start to
man.
learn who you are, Derek." That's how
I could have went. I went a little older later. You guys will see why. Sean Astin plays Rudy. You know, he played in Lord of the Rings trilogy. He was also in Stranger Things season 3, I think. Also, it had Vince Vaughn and John Ferrero. You know, from Iron Man. Rudy wanted to play football for Notre Dame, but not having the money for the tuition or the grades. Plus, he was dyslexic and he didn't want to work in the steel mill in South Bend. So what he did, he got a tutor so he could overcome his dyslexia, and he passed the grades and he worked his way onto the team. This guy was only about 5'6", and then he played defensive end. This guy had a heart of a champion. It was a great cast. He was one of only 2 players in Notre Dame history to be carried off the field. He was carried off in 1975, and another guy was carried off in 1995. To this day, this guy had a heart of a champion. He overcame odds. He overcame his dyslexia. I'm saying it wrong, but he overcame his everything just to play for Notre Dame. But what a lot of people don't know about the guy Rudy is he spent 2 years in Vietnam. He joined the Navy for 2 years. He was a yeoman on the ship, so I don't think he saw any action. Then he took his GI Bill, went to Holy Cross, and after he did his thing at Holy Cross, he wanted to go to Notre Dame. So the guy has some gumption to him. It's a great movie. It's to me, it's one of these movies that you watch when you want to. It's a feel good movie. It's a feel good movie. I highly recommend it. Of any football movie, I would put Rudy at number 1. You just got it. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good breakdown.
Rudy
You
was
got
that guy, man.
anything on this? You got anything on this? I know. I could
Rudy-
tell you watched this a couple times, KG.
Yeah, Rudy was that guy because Rudy was that guy that my coach would always. He wouldn't speak on Rudy, but he was speaking of guys like Rudy. He said, "I wish I had 4 more Rudys on my team. Not necessarily his size, but just the damn like Derek said, the gumption, the heart, the damn
Mm-hmm.
yeah. He had a fire in him, and if he was 6'4", 250 pounds, he could have played any damn thing on the field."
You remember?
Rudy is not horrible. Is D-Man trolling?
You know he's trolling. You know he's trolling. You know I was getting ready to say that.
Listen to that comment. You remember 2 days, and Coach had you watching film on some of them days.
Yes.
One of them days, they made us watch Rudy, and they focused. Y'all need to have heart like this if y'all want to win championships. Like that. That was one of those movies because he had that heart like that. So yeah, I had to watch. I watched Rudy as a kid, and then when we got into school, they made us watch it in school once, and I had to watch it in football.
I watched it because it was about football, and then I love the last scene of the game where the team or the final the third act where the team went to the coach and like, yo, we want Rudy on the field, and the coach was like, absolutely not, and Rudy in the game, and then they started turning in their jerseys, so he let Rudy come dress and everything, and I remember dude grabbed his helmet and he said, "You ready for this?" He said, "I've been waiting for this all my life." And he ran out on the field, and then the team started to chant his name, and he let him go into the game. He was like, "Where I go?" He said, "Just get down right there." I love this movie, man. Charles S. Dutton, I think he played the groundskeeper.
Yeah, it was the groundskeeper, yeah.
He was the groundskeeper. I mean, fabulous movie, man. And then the guy, what's his name again? Sean Austin. I also think he was in what's that show used to come on with all the guys hanging together? I think they were like lawyers or something.
I was just gonna say, you said all the guys hanging together. That's like 80% of our
Right. Something man. It was a TV show. But anyway, love the actor, love the movie, highly recommend it.
Hey,
It could have been any college. It could have been any college that Rudy wanted to go to, but he chose Notre Dame.
I'm gonna throw a movie out there that I know is most likely not on none of our lists right now, but y'all know who Rudy is the mature version of?
Who's that?
Lucas.
Yeah,
Lucas.
that ain't on nobody list.
Y'all remember Lucas?
Vaguely.
Bro, I do remember Lucas. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Lucas was Rudy before I even knew who Rudy was. But Rudy is the more mature version. Lucas just wanted to be on the field because he wanted to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Lucas was what was it? Corey Hammond? Corey Hammond? Corey Feldman was in that movie too. Both of the Coreys was in that movie. This is in the 80s. That's why I figured you would have known that, Derek, when I said that.
And Eric Jordan said the show you was talking about was 2.5 Men.
No, it was more men. 2.5 Men was with Charlie Sheen and the other guy. Then Charlie Sheen left because of his health thing, and they got Ashton Kutcher. I'll try to find him before the end of the show. It's no big deal.
He didn't leave because of his health thing, but
I was trying to keep it
Salute to Joe Townsend, man. Salute. Oh my
God. Let's go, bub.
Yes, sir.
Big Joe.
Yes, sir. So that's all y'all got on that movie, right?
Yeah.
So just like my bro Derek, I'm gonna switch up the pace a little bit. And I don't care what Max says, it's on my list. Space Jam.
The fuck?
Yeah, I had to.
You see, hey, KG had the same exact thought I did. I'm not even gonna talk. I'm just go on mute.
Space Jam. Yeah, man. Of course, it had Mike in it, and he has to save the Looney Tunes from getting enslaved. And ultimately, the basketball game that they play against the Monstars determined that. And we had, a lot of my guys on the panel who know Bill Murray in it. Of course, they had Michael Jordan in it.
One of my favorite white comedians.
And I told you the story how I met Bill Murray, Mac, in the doctor's office. You know what I mean? And what he said. I believe I tell that story a lot. But yeah, man. This was a real good movie. I had it on DVD as a kid. I think it was my older brother, Jeffries, and it passed on to me. And I always liked this movie as a kid, man. This is a real good kids movie. Real good kids movie. I don't like the new one that they came out with LeBron. I don't think I even watched it. Sorry about that. And watch that one. It wasn't as good as the first one. Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Make y'all comments. Go ahead.
Didn't like it.
Yeah,
I liked it better than the second one.
I
didn't even watch the second one.
I will say that, but the acting in that movie was terrible. Even as a kid, I knew that acting was terrible, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was terrible. Like, that's the only. Even the second one was just as bad. I didn't.
Larry Johnson said, "Give me my powers back."
I said, I did it. I stole his talent. Put the talent in the bag and the ball.
Soundtrack was good.
Oh,
and this guy, yeah. Talk about soundtracks. This could definitely be on the list.
Yeah, if you talk about soundtrack, the soundtrack that was the best part of the movie.
The soundtrack was good. They couldn't get Michael Jordan to shave his armpits.
First of all, this is X top 5. This ain't
I didn't say nothing. You said go ahead. You said go ahead and say something. We said something. We just said it shouldn't be on your top 5. We just said it was a terrible movie.
And I'm gonna just say Bill Murray is my guy, but he felt forced in that movie.
Agreed.
Yeah. It's not on my rewatch list. Sorry, one and done. And I didn't even watch the second one, man. I didn't watch the second one. I didn't. They shouldn't redo movies. We talked about that before. Just let them stay.
Especially when
Thank you, Alexander X. Thank you, Alexander X.
Especially
what
when
he said.
Thank you. And then that was my favorite part of the movie was when he got into the Looney Tunes head and he had water and they thought it was something special, had powerful properties to the water, and it really didn't. He said, that's Mike's secret stuff. And they believed that it made them better than what they was, but really it wasn't that, so
it's a kids movie. It taught parents if they ain't know how to bribe their kids, how to bribe their kids with the placebo effect.
It was an X-File.
Tay. Talk about Axe showing his age. This is horrible.
Look at Demon. He disagrees with everything I say. That's okay.
Yes, sir.
I was thinking about Tay her Superman affection thing, and Superman didn't become relevant until they killed him. And when they brought him back, they gave him all these different powers and stuff like that.
That was one of the best-selling comics, man. We might have to cover that one day. Tay, we're gonna do that around your birthday. Death of Superman. We're gonna do that. We're gonna cover that. That was one of the best comics. You say ain't nobody hating, laugh out loud.
I was gonna ask you about doing the Killing Joke.
The Killing Joke, I loved it.
Yeah. That was good. Yeah. We We could do that. I thought we was gonna switch up the tempo since we did the last comic we covered was a Batman.
I know, but I know the next comic we was doing was House of M's. Remember?
Oh yeah. All right. We talk about it. Let's move
All right.
on. K. We back on you, man. We back on you.
Okay. What we gonna do? We gonna keep it on the kids damn pattern. This is one of my favorite movies. I've put my kids onto this movie. Not every movie on my list, but a lot of sports movies. This movie, this brought back memories, man. The Sandlot.
Did I see
Sandlot.
that?
Yeah, I think everybody's seen this. Even
Yeah.
Is that the one where they had the
big ass
the
dog.
big dog?
yeah.
Okay,
It's-
okay.
KG,
Go ahead.
this is the first one that I mentioned that he
But
said.
you know what I told you?
KG, it's on KG list. I'm like, what?
Yep.
I was upset. You don't even understand. I was upset. You know how much I love this movie?
I love this movie, and look, I'm gonna tell y'all why I love this movie. This was a sports movie, and metaphorically, it said every damn thing that me and my friends did, but we did it with either basketball or football, or roly poly. Like we didn't play direct baseball. We may play roly poly, play kickball. Like so, everything like this movie pretty much they focused more so on baseball. So I appreciated that, and the neighborhood that Scott Smalls moved into, new kid to the damn block.
You're killing me, Smalls.
That's right,
Yep.
man. You killing me, Smalls.
I say that to this day.
I
At work,
still use that
everything.
line. I still use that line.
Me too.
That's a quotable that's been staple.
It's facts.
Smalls moved into a neighborhood, and it reminded me of me moving into a neighborhood. It's all black neighborhood. Scott Smalls, of course, all white neighborhood, and it reminded me of the generation that I grew up in. I grew up in a generation, that last generation, that we still do block parties in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We like the whole street was shut down, and everybody's cooking on the grill, playing music. Everybody just, all the neighbors just you know what I'm saying, just mingling amongst each other, just enjoying each other.
AG, I gotta disagree with that. We do block parties all the time in New York. It just stopped after the pandemic. That ain't true.
Y'all in the streets. I'm talking about housing neighborhoods, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all on the sidewalks. I'm talking about people with lawns and grass and yeah. Ain't no knock on y'all because I done been up there for a few of them, man. You know what I'm saying? I done been out there for the New York block parties too. No, but these kids, man. Hey, Smalls, like he seen what's his damn name? Benny the Jet. He seen him in his splendor the first day of school and took a liking to him and started to damn kind of stalk him instead of just stop not being weird and just go approach him and say, man, what's up, man? I want to get down with y'all, see what y'all doing, this, that, and that. So went out there, didn't know how to play baseball, mixed in with the damn bunch, you know what I'm saying? Yaya and all of them. Squints was his man. Squints was the man. Squints them got a kiss from them. What's her name?
The lady at the lifeguard.
What's her name? I know her name. Damn, I can't. Her name on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, Wendy Peppercorn. That's her name.
Wendy Peppercorn. Yeah.
And Squints meant he was gonna get a kiss. Squints said he came up with the diabolical plan that I'm gonna act like I drowned.
A fun fact. In Sandlot 2, Squints married Wendy Peppercorn.
Yeah, he married Wendy Peppercorn. Yep. But
yeah,
everybody, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, the back of the infield where they played baseball at, they had, you know what I'm saying, the dog. Like, they gassed his dog up, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, in the preview, when you seen it and everything, you would have swore this dog was going to be what it was. But it still was a big dog. It was a cane corso. So, of course, it was still a big dog in reality. But the way they gassed it up, you thought this damn dog was damn.
What was it? A Saint Bernard?
No, it was actually a Boerboel.
I thought it was a cane corso. A cane corso.
It could be either or.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Saint Bernard.
No, Saint Bernard's a Harry. That dog wasn't Harry.
Yeah, he wasn't Harry. But he was called the Beast.
Yeah.
Any ball that went over that fence, you left it.
Yep.
And y'all remember the basis of that movie?
Mm-hmm.
They lost that ball.
Smalls went back and got a ball because he said,
got
hey,
a ball. He got the wrong ball. That ball was signed by who? George Herman Roof.
Yeah. See, and that showed, like, throughout this whole movie, that showed how Smalls was trying to fit in. He was trying to fit in, and he didn't know the history of baseball. He didn't know it, and every so often they'll talk about Babe Ruth by one of his icons, you know what I'm saying, by one of his nicknames, and he's just blending in, not knowing what they're talking about, laughing and joking and stuff, you know what I'm saying. And then when he finally found out who that man was, he damn near dropped the load on the spot.
Yeah, because he knew his stepdad. Hey, you gotta remember, he just getting to know his stepdad.
He didn't even know how to approach him. He
Yeah,
didn't know how to call him Dad, Charles,
know,
or none of that.
But
So,
shout out to the stepdad because he was the real one.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Because he didn't try to dismiss him or anything. Because I grew up with dudes that stepdads would do stuff like that. So I give credit to men like that can step in and not even hold no bad baggage or ill will towards the kid. This was a great pick. Okay?
It's a great movie all around, man. I still, like I said, if it comes on, I'm gonna watch some of it before I gotta get to doing something that adults gotta do or whatever. But other than that, man, Sandlot is one of those movies, man.
I gotta say this because it wasn't said since you brought the movie up. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones.
Oh yeah,
James,
yeah.
For real.
That's
For real.
that.
He said, Babe Ruth? He said, who? George?
George.
He said, so how did you lose your sight? He said, how?
Yep, got a fastball down there. Yep, lights went out. Yep. And look, and he gave them the Murderers Row time baseball signed by all the players.
Yep.
I'm gonna say this.
What was that? The 1920 something
Mhm.
Yankees that had all of them. All of them.
All of them on it.
I'm gonna say this because I know this ain't on nobody's list, but I just want to mention it because he mentioned a quotable from a movie. Another quotable from a sports movie that I still use to this day, and this is not on anybody's list, was "Are you crying?" There's no crying in baseball.
Baseball.
That was my movie too. That was a good movie too.
I almost put it on my list, but I'm like, it's not one of my top sports movies, but it is up there. Like if I did a top 7, it's on there.
There's no crying in baseball.
No crying in baseball. I say that so much that, and you
Oh snap!
like my quotables and
Can't believe I didn't put that on my list.
one of the things that like when you say this resonate with you, I've told you this before. Like growing up, I was more into baseball than football. So me and my friends did play this, and just so happened one of my friends did end up getting drafted as a pitcher. He got drafted to the Minnesota Twins. Shout out to Cole Griffin. And another one of my homies, another one of my homies got drafted by the Texas Rangers, Brandon Alford, as a pitcher.
The only person that made it to the league in this one was Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Yeah, Benny.
Hey, I got a question for KG and Mac. We talk about movie quotes. What movie had the quote "Saying ain't show, Joe. Saying ain't show. Saying ain't so."
Surprised KG don't know it, Mac.
It ain't so.
Saying ain't so, Joe. Saying ain't so.
Do we got to do a charades?
No.
On the show?
I'll tell you the movie. I can't believe I ain't had it on my list. 8 Man Out. 8 Man Out. When the White Sox scandal.
I never seen that movie.
I don't think I ever seen that.
I never seen that movie.
I never watched it in school.
Well, being from Cincinnati, they played the Reds in that World Series.
Oh, so that's why you would know.
Yeah.
So you bringing up that, I'm gonna
when Shoeless, I think it was Shoeless Joe Jackson, had to appear in court. He was walking in the hall, and the kid came up to him and asked him, and said to him, "Saying ain't so, Joe. Saying ain't so." And he never answered, and he just walked away. Great movie if you ever get the chance to watch it.
Yeah, I never seen that one.
Is it's pausing, y'all? Let me know in the chat if the show keep pausing.
You don't.
Okay. Y'all go in the comments. All right, man. Let me go to Mac. Let me go to you.
Okay, so you gotta go with the 6 man, champ.
Wasn't the greatest movie, but I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad.
So I wanted to make sure I put a black sports movie on here, and it was so many I thought about. I thought about Wildcats.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about Above the Rim.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about He Got Game, but then I
Mm-hmm.
told y'all I wanted to keep it common too. I even thought about Senseless when he was playing hockey, but this was more along the line of a sports game, and it had like that sadness that you get. They were brothers, and you know Marlon wasn't the best basketball player on his team because he was always living in the shadow of his brother, and he was always like his brother's sidekick, his wingman. So even during the game, he assisting his brother throwing alleys. They doing his thing. But in the first game, the first real game that they showed when in college, and he went to dunk and he had a heart attack and fell down, and you know they rushed him to the hospital and he passed away. And it's like he had to take over the mantle. But it had a lot of it was a comic movie. Like it was a lot of comic relief in that movie. It was man, he had to even throughout the movie, he had to find his own way. His teammates got mad that his brother was still getting involved. One of them was like, "No, no, keep him. I can see myself in the league, averaging a triple double." You know, one player didn't want him to go, but man, this was to me this was a great sports movie coming up. It was out of this Above the Rim that I really did, but I had to do this because man, I love this movie. I
I
still
prob-
watch it to this day.
I probably seen this movie twice.
Never seen it.
You never seen it?
I
No,
probably seen
sir.
it.
Nah, man, y'all missing out. I know.
I seen
What
it.
was it?
I seen it. I wasn't crazy about it. I didn't like how they made him die.
I didn't either. You know, Flex was in this movie. Flex. I think the coach was who played David Paymer was the coach. Yeah, this was a good movie.
But D-Man, that's a good movie.
What?
Come on, D-Man. Come on, man. It was not a good movie. It was alright.
What?
Well, it don't have to be a good movie to be in his top 5 if he
That's true.
enjoyed it.
That's true. Space
Yeah.
Jam, y'all said wasn't a good movie.
Yeah. So this was the one that I picked that what y'all probably didn't think was a good movie, but I liked it. This
I
is
ain't
one of
say
my repeatables.
I ain't say wasn't good. It just didn't catch me, so I don't know. So like I said, I remember growing up. I haven't seen it as an adult,
Oh,
like a full grown
Yeah.
adult, maybe
man,
a
I
young
never
adult.
seen.
I seen this movie a couple of months ago.
I've never heard of the movie until
Never?
till now. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
It must be something about me, man, because after what was his name? After Keenan and Damien and the sister, I didn't like the brothers, so I didn't watch none of their stuff.
I don't know how you missed that one.
Oh, you didn't like Marlon?
No, I don't think he funny.
What?
I do not think. I do not
I
think he.
completely
I
disagree
had
with
to
you.
be forced.
Hey,
I
look,
had to be forced to watch Don't Be a Menace while drinking your juice, and I had to be forced to watch that
yeah,
because I don't think they funny. If I don't think you're funny, I'm not gonna watch you.
you got a terrible take on that because Don't Be a Menace.
Only reason I
Hold
watch
on,
the
wait,
show
check this.
is because
Hold on, wait.
of Pops. Because of Pops.
Don't Be a Menace While drinking your juice in the hood is a hood classic.
I like that. Yeah,
Like,
that's a
But
good.
I didn't necessarily like Marlon Wayans like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't gotta like Marlon.
I don't like goofy shit like that. Like he funny sometimes, but I get what Derek is saying. Like I can't take that motherfucker in large doses.
You're right,
Yeah,
but look, check this out. If you go back to
yes, sir.
his earlier movies, like
Uh-huh.
after Scary Movie is where
Uh-huh.
his acting changed. But before
I
that,
didn't like him in Living Color. When they
But no,
started putting him in Living Color, I didn't think he was funny.
but let me get it out because in Mo Money,
Yes, sir.
like Mo Money, the Wayans Brothers TV show, Six
Right.
Man, Senseless. It was another movie he had back then. Those movies was more serious, but they were comical. He didn't get to that goofy Marlon until after Scary Movie, Don't Be a Menace, when they started doing parody movies. When he
Right.
started doing parody movies, that's when he became a completely different comic actor. But
You
I
know
do
he
like Marlon Wayans.
You know he played Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars, right? That was him.
I know.
And they wrote him out. They got rid of him. When he walked off camera, that was the last time he was in any other Star Wars movies. I'm not taking nothing from the brother. I mean, he come from a good family and they take care of each other. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't think he's funny. I don't think his stand-ups are funny. I don't think his movies are funny. I just don't watch him.
I never watched him stand up, but I'm gonna tell you, I disagree. For White Chicks was hilarious. Little
Okay, I
Man
take
was
White
funny.
Chicks. I will watch White Chicks. Maybe because he was in drag for the whole movie. I don't know. I thought that was funny.
Well,
I ain't never been a fan of them comedians dressing up like women. So I check out when I see shit, you know what I'm saying, type of movies like that.
I'm with Mac. I may not agree with Mac on the movie per se, but as far as Marlon overall,
Mm-hmm.
I think
he
Marlon is funny.
yeah, he was a good ass actor in Above the Rim.
Really?
Hey, he acted. Hey, I said he acted good. I didn't say he was. His
Can't
part was
count
good.
that on movies like let me ask y'all in the comments. Do y'all think
Mhm.
movies like Above the Rim and White Man Can't Jump
Mm-hmm.
classify as sports movie?
Yes,
Or are we
Yes.
talking about
Yes.
yes, those
or
were
it doesn't
Yes.
matter if it's organized in that?
that's a
Yeah,
round
that's
sport.
This is a good amount
that's
of
why I
sports played
didn't
in it.
put White Man Can't Jump on this week's list because we covered it last week. We did sequels. We should have been a sequel. So I didn't put it on this. Yes, it's a sports movie.
I thought you was gonna put it on this list, but yeah,
Nah. Once bitten, twice shy. I mean, I wanted to go in a different way. It was a
You know
great
what?
movie. It should have been a sequel.
And KG, the only reason I didn't put Above the Rim was because that talked me out of it. Because Above the Rim was really in the place of this movie.
I seen
would've been
Coach
over
Carter.
this
That was good.
Because I love Above the Rim, and Tupac was in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Let's go. Who we up to? We up to Derek.
yeah, you're the dead
That's
guy.
it. Give me Invincible.
Never seen that movie.
What?
Uh-uh.
That was a good movie.
I never. No,
But
I said
you said you don't like Mark Wahlberg,
I don't.
right?
That's probably why he didn't watch it.
I don't. He is a terrible
See,
actor.
I don't like Marlon Wayans. So
You don't like Marlon Wayans as a comedian, but you've seen. I think Mark Wahlberg is a terrible actor. Like his acting is terrible.
well, he got the same walk in every movie.
He talk and act the same in every movie. Every movie. Bro, he was in a horror movie. He acted just like he did in Transformers. He acted just like he did in
What horror movie he was in?
that movie where the plants was killing everybody with the powers.
Oh, The Happening. Oh, I hated that. Oh, that movie was horrible. I forgot all about
Yeah,
that.
I put that, but I didn't want to have a million football movies or anything in my movie. I was trying to balance. I try to balance it out as best as I could. She said Gridiron Gang.
I did love Gridiron Gang.
I like
I
Gridiron
forgot
Gang.
all about that movie. I swear to
I
God,
love
that would have been on
Gridiron
my list.
Gang. I
It
thought
was alright.
about it,
I
but I
forgot
already
about it.
had a football movie.
It was alright.
Let's get into it. This is Invincible. Mark Wahlberg plays Vince Popelli. This also had Greg Kinnear. You might know him. He used to be Joe Isuzu back in the day. It also had Elizabeth Banks. Elizabeth Banks, if you don't remember her, she's the hot chick from the 40-year virgin. The chick that he was talking to in the store. Then she invited him into his hotel, and got to keep it PG. This this was a good movie. There was an open tryout for the Philadelphia Eagles. I forget the coach that Greg Kinnear played, but he got on. He went to open tryout. He got on. His wife left him, said he would never amount to anything, and she wrote it down, and he kept that as fuel for the fire. And I thought it was a great movie, overcoming the odds. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but the guy, he went straight to the pros at 30 years old. He didn't go to college. He ran a 4.5 in the 40. So he had speed. That's why he made it on special teams. If you ever look at the ending credits, he looks dead on Tony Danza. Now, if Tony Danza would have played him, they were spitting image. Also, the Philly fans were rough. They booed and threw snowballs and candy canes at Santa Claus. They cheered when Michael Irvin ended his career in Philly by breaking his neck. They cheered, and they booed Destiny's Child at the 2001 NBA Finals, where they were playing the Lakers, and Destiny's Child wore Lakers jerseys. That was smart. He was the oldest rookie in NFL history that never played in college. Like I said, he was a part-time substitute teacher and a bartender, and he just took a chance. Sometimes that's what life is all about. This is a true story, and my grandmother used to say, "Nothing beats a failure but a try." And the team didn't want him, but he proved his worth, man. I like underdog stories. I do. I like underdog stories. And he played special teams on the Eagles for, I think, about 8 seasons. And he was really good. He was really good. It's a good movie. Sorry you don't like Mark Wahlberg, but if they would have went to a younger Tony Danza, even an older Tony Danza could have played him, because they look so similar to me. But yeah, it's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
I had watched this in school. I remember they made me watch this in school. It was crazy. It was crazy. I remember. I don't think it was a good movie, but a lot of the kids wasn't paying attention. They was writing, drawing and stuff and doodling and stuff. And I remember we had to do an assignment. We watched this in English class. This is one of the people we had to do an essay on. So it was a good movie. I paid attention. I got an A. I remember I got an A, and I was texting my girlfriend at the time in school. You know what I mean? She was sitting right ahead of me. We was just texting. And my teacher was like, that phone.
I always say they made me watch this in school. He could have just said, I watched this in school. He said they made me do it. I ain't have a choice.
They did. They did, because I didn't select the movie. because I probably wouldn't have selected it.
It's the part where he said he was texting in class to me.
Right.
God damn.
I guess it's that New York thing, man. New York and Philly thing. I gotta watch this damn movie. Let me text my girl. I'll be over after school. What you doing? Oh.
My phone to take it to the side, you see me? He's like, gonna take that phone, Mr. Boss. Like,
This is great. It's to me.
I looked at him like, you ain't taking nothing. It was
Can't be
Mr.
watching.
Sam. It was
You
Mr.
got me
Sam.
watching this Philly movie. I'm in the Bronx, man. You got me watching this Philly movie.
No. I ain't in the Bronx. I'm in Harlem.
Oh, Harlem. I'm in New York. And then you back at him. Yo, you got any snacks at the house? Let me touch my. He was everywhere but in the movie. They made me watch this.
It wasn't a bad movie though. It was a good movie.
It was not a bad movie. It was a good movie.
Mac, you got anything on this? KG, you got anything on this before I go to my pick?
I ain't got too much. Like I remember it, but it's not like it was something that stood out to me. So it was a cool movie. But yeah.
Okay. Salute Queen 71.
Salute Queen.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
She said, talking about he was paying attention. Shaking my head, act stop. Tay, you know what? Go to bed, Tay. Not working.
Wait, that was back in 2006. So you had to have the minute card, right? You killing your minute. let me stop.
I think I had the sidekick. I don't remember. Yeah, man. Let me go to mine. Good pick, though. Good pick. It was a good movie. Even if Mac don't like Mark Wahlberg, it was a good movie. I'm gonna go to Hardball, man.
Oh, man. G baby, man. Oh, man.
Oh man. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to Chirac. You know what I'm saying? This movie took place in Chicago. The coach, Connor, he stumbled upon being a coach because he was in a lot of gambling things. And one of the dudes that he knew that lends out money ran a baseball team. He misleaded Connor into thinking that he would be there to help him coach, and he was willing to pay him $500 a week to pay off his debts. So basically what ends up happening is Connor ends up becoming the coach of a baseball team, a little league team, and he ends up growing bonds for all of these children that have a lot of problems in the area of Chicago. They're living in the projects, there's shootings and things like that going on, and he ends up really forming a bond with the children. G-Baby, Jamal, Kofa, G-Baby's older brother, and it's just a good movie. I did not realize, because I haven't watched this movie in years, that Michael B. Jordan was in this movie, y'all.
Yeah, man.
I did not realize that.
Crying and shit.
Yeah. I did not realize that. It's crazy.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Michael B. Jordan is a real good crier, man. He cried in the Wire. He cried in there. he cried in there.
There was no June. There was.
You got Derek crying over here. Leave it up to KG.
Hey, but you're not lying, though.
He was like, "You shouldn't have came back, man."
See, Derek Jordan did watch The Wire. You see how that worked? He didn't watch all other. He watched The Wire though.
I love The Wire, man. I must have watched that like 100 times.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
when
And the
G
message
Baby,
so bad, he didn't do anything wrong. They
Hell no,
just
he
thought he
did wrong.
he said, Jimmy
We,
You
Bernard
know
said,
what?
"Post me."
we
You know
wrong as
what?
hell for laughing at him. He was a kid.
You, uh, Stilo Brim was in this movie.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he played Sterling.
Okay.
Who was the kid that the pitcher that had to play? He had to listen to Big.
Yeah, he had to listen to Biggie.
That was my guy right
Like
there.
the one you call me Big
Yeah,
Pop.
yeah. Miles. Who played Miles? Who played Miles?
I know Kofa is right by and back in G Baby. That's his older brother.
I have to, excuse me. I have to be honest, fellas. I didn't see this movie.
You gotta go see this. Hey,
Man.
this is
I'm
one. This
gonna
is
tell you
stamp
right
right here.
now.
You gotta go see this one.
You gotta watch this. Add this to your list. And the next, hey, matter of fact, the next show you need to see this movie.
We're gonna know if he watched it because he's gonna tell us about the tear that it
Well-
jerked out of him.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause he
no,
gonna cry.
nah, you know why? You know how I know that he need to watch it and there ain't no excuse? Because I know Derek Gaines got Prime.
Yeah,
Guess what, Derek?
I stay on Prime, man.
So you got no
I-
choice now.
Hey, so
Gotta
next
go.
Sunday you gotta watch this. We gonna ask you about this movie.
And it's not long. It's
No,
not
it's not
long.
long. It's not a long
Nope.
movie.
See, that's how I had to watch that "Don't Be a Menace" drinking juice movie, because somebody
you
said
gotta
I had to watch it.
Gotta watch that. Have to watch that.
I'll watch it. I'll probably watch it tonight.
Boy, I cried when G Baby died.
Yo, when G Baby, it even hit me now as an adult.
Fact.
It hit
Fact.
me now. I couldn't believe it because I don't cry for nothing. You know what
Yo,
I'm saying?
Drew Titans
I
in
was
the
like,
chat.
Well,
Salute.
where Drew? Where Drew?
Shout out
He
to
came
Drew.
in on his bear cave.
Oh, there he is. My fault. Yo, salute, big bro, man. Salute,
You had a big crush on Diane?
Let's go, bub.
salute to the lady that give me problems all the time, Queen 71.
Spider sense is tingling.
Hey, Queen. My boy said he had a crush on Elizabeth.
Oh, on the teacher?
Yeah, when he said he had a crush on Diane, that's who played Elizabeth, Diane Lane.
Yeah. Yeah, she was young in this movie, man.
Yeah,
She got old now.
We all do
Hello.
that. We all do.
yeah. It just happened.
Oh man, this was a good movie, man. And then when he actually ended up winning, you see how he bought all the kids jerseys and he took them out and stuff like that. Like I was so glad that he formed the bond with all of the kids, man. You know what I mean? And this was a really good movie. Derek, I'm gonna let you know
Yes,
right
sir.
now, you're gonna cry. You watch this movie and you pay attention, you're gonna cry. I'm gonna have to.
Oh, I like a good cry.
Turn off your phone.
I cried on my last review, man, because I didn't know I had to watch it. I didn't watch it before, so when I watched it, man, I did, man. I teared up, man. I was like the the Tin Man from the Wiz. I was sitting here like a T.
You know what's crazy? I don't know what it is. Hey, KG, I don't know if it's because I'm older, but when I go, I can't watch them old hood movies no more because they get me now. Like all of them. I'm
Like
talking
which
about.
one?
I watched Boys in the Hood the other day. And boy, when Ricky got shot, dog, that hurt me. I
Nah,
felt
I
like
just-
that was one of my own partners. I always cried when Kane died in Minister Society since I was a kid, because that actually happened to somebody I know in real life, and it always get me. But I'm talking about all the movies back in the day, bro. Jason Lyric, Boys in the Hood. Like I can't watch no hood movies no more.
Them movies used to hit me, but I look at them now through a different lens. That I be looking at looking for the true villain in these movies now. You know what I'm saying?
I do too.
I'm like these.
Who's the
things-
true villain in this movie, Kay? Who's
What
the true
movie?
villain in this movie?
And-
In this one, in Horrible. In
Oh
Horrible.
no!
who's the true
Circumstance was the true
Yeah.
villain. These kids, they're gonna.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Victims of circle. They were victims of circle thing.
Yeah, they're victims of circumstance. They was like where they grew up at. Like I said,
Tay Tay is so right. Sorry, KG, but Tay Tay is so right. I was gonna put that on my list, but I didn't know, was it a movie about a basketball player or was it a drama? I was gonna put that on my list. If you haven't seen Cornbread Earl and Me, you need to. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, we watched it. I've seen it.
I ain't never seen that. I ain't never even heard of it.
Yeah, I've seen Cornbread Earl.
Yeah, Drew, man, make sure y'all sub to Bear Cave Entertainment. I'm gonna make him bring that channel back, y'all. We gonna come back. We gonna try to resurrect that channel back.
Yeah, he was rocking Bear Cave, man.
Man, he ain't realized it, man. He had a gym, man. I gotta call him. I'm gonna give him a call. Salute to Drew Titan. All right, let's go back to the Good Doctor.
Shit, man. Let's go ahead and keep it baseball, man. Major League.
One of my favorite comic movies.
One of my favorite too.
1 and 2. You might as well talk about 1 and 2 because 2 was just as good.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Malik Yelba play in this movie?
No. That was
it was. I forgot the black dude name, but that was
it was the Allstate man. That's what I know him as.
Yeah,
I don't know his name.
Man.
Yeah, the Allstate man. Pedro Serrano. That's what that was. Nah, but this movie, man. Look, this movie was about the struggling Cleveland Indians. You know what I'm saying? They were torn between whether they was gonna shut down the franchise. This is a comedic movie, so of course it's fictional. But yeah, it was all about the baseball organization, how they brought back old washed up players like Jake Taylor, Roger Dorn, you know what I'm saying? And then we had Lou Brown. Lou Brown, the coach, he had a line in the second movie, you know what I'm saying, that he didn't have it. No, was it the first one or the second one? When did he have the heart attack?
It was the first one he had the heart attack.
Okay, yeah.
Because he was in the hospital. They was in the what's the name? He was going off in the hospital.
Bro, and the way he went off, he was like, he said, I'm getting sick and tired of y'all. He said, it's either an arm thing or a leg thing, or I can't damn know what my motivation thing. He said, or a heart attack. He said, who had a heart attack? He said, me. He just fell out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he was in the hospital going hard, and she said they came in there to check on him. He said, "Man, I love this British shit."
And then Major League, they had the everybody's favorite bad boy. They had a bad boy in the movie, Ricky Vaughn.
Ricky the Wild Thing Vaughn.
Wild Thing Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? He came out there and all he knew how to do was throw speed.
That was good.
Greasy lightning speed. You know what I'm saying? And who was in this? Wesley Snipes was in it. Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah, Willie Mays Hayes.
Say hey. You know what I'm saying? He come out there. And this man was steal bases. He couldn't hit for nothing. But once he made it on base, he was gonna bring it home. Could catch, like I said, but it was all about show. And then, who was the lady that was trying to buy the team from him? I didn't like that lady, but for some reason, I wanted her draws. I said for some reason, I don't know why. It was just like the bossy attitude that she had. And
my nephew watching.
That's why I said what I said, man. I could have said more. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. But yeah, it was something about her that I knew it was fictional, but I was like, as a kid, I was like, huh?
It was Rachel Phelps.
Rachel Phelps.
Yeah, Rachel Phelps. Yeah. I was on mute over here talking. I'm like, he must didn't hear me. Rachel Phelps.
Yep. Nah.
She was the daughter of the owner. Of the original owner, and she ended up getting control of the team, and she was trying to sell the team.
Yeah, she was trying to sell the team.
And when they was doing good, it wouldn't be good for her to say she couldn't sell the team as long as they was winning. So she was upset that they was winning.
They said, Pooh Man said this is from the creator of South Park.
No, basketball.
Basketball. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's from the creator of South Park.
I didn't see
that. I didn't see that either. But I knew
Rachel Phelps and Lynn Wells, that was played by Rene Russo. Like when I was as a
Renee
kid,
was fine back then.
I had a crush on her in that movie and in Tin Cup. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was about it, but hey, Renee Russo was, you know what I'm saying? She was a white woman on my radar back then as a kid. You know what I'm saying? But all around, this was a great movie. Like, it wasn't a great trilogy because I think the third one fumbled, but 1 and 2, you know what I'm saying? They're stamped. You know what I'm saying? It's they're classic sports movies in my opinion.
And since we talked,
I never seen it.
hey,
You never
since
seen Major League?
you know, you got to watch that. And since we on the comic book channel, just so y'all know, Renee Russo is Thor's mother.
Oh, that's the lady that played
Yeah.
Thor Monkey.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Thor's mom.
that's Thor's mom. I had a crush on Renee Russo from Lethal Weapon.
Oh yeah.
I was in love Lethal Weapon and Get Shorty, and she played in Major League. Like, she was hot back then. Like she was,
Like I said, when I seen her in
I love Renee Russo.
when I seen her in Tin Cup, I liked her. Yep.
Yeah, she was. She played in Outbreak. She played in Ransom. She in the Line of Fire. Man, she was in a lot of movies back then.
Yuck.
You saying yeah or yuck?
Yuck. I don't think she was attractive. Give me Marissa Tomei.
Ah.
Give me.
You're not gonna mess up. You're not gonna mess up my childhood. Yeah, she wasn't in the movie.
She wasn't in this movie. Marissa Tomei wasn't in this movie.
Give me Marissa Tomei. Oh, and that bodysuit she wore in My Cousin Vinny. Oh.
We talk about Major League, champ. She wasn't in Major League.
I know.
You going over there.
You said Renee Russo. I said Marissa Tomei.
Let me and KG have our childhood.
My let me see here.
Yeah. Man, Major League was a move, man. So the thing about Major League, what made it great is at that time baseball was still the number one sport in America at the time. And those baseball movies was amazing. And you had one of the top actors in Charlie Sheen at that time, because Charlie Sheen was everywhere. Everywhere. Back then you had Hot Shot. He did Hot Shot for the Deuce. He was Major League.
I never seen no. I'm gonna watch.
You never seen Hot Shot, boy? You got a Hot Shot.
Yeah, you gotta see it.
So
he was in Platoon.
Hot Shots is the parody for Rambo and all those war movies.
Parody for Rambo and what's that? Chuck Norris.
Matter of fact, Charlie Sheen was in Lucas. Like Charlie Sheen was in all those movies. He was in Young Guns.
Yes, he was. Don't forget Platoon. He was in Platoon.
Yeah. Platoon, Money Talks, The Chase. The Chase was one of them hot movies. Like Charlie Sheen was probably one of the top actors, and he didn't just play comedic roles. He played serious roles. Like he was
Charlie
a crossover.
Was in Lucas too.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said he was in Lucas. Like he was a teen actor back in the day, and he was a crossover actor. Like he could play both. He could play comic or he could play in a drama. Like he was literally like you had Brad Pitt and you had Charlie Sheen. That he was one of the top paid actors back in the day. And when they came out with this movie and had Charlie Sheen in it, this was an all-star cast, to be honest with you, because Wesley Snipes was hot back then at that time. He was in the movie. You had Tom Berenger was in that movie. You had Corbin Benson who played Dorn. You had a pretty all-star cast in that movie.
You had a stack cast, yeah.
Yeah, you had a stack cast.
He said they still gonna be shitty though. That's what the Asian people said.
It's terrible.
That's what the Asian guy said. That's what the Asian guy said.
Yeah.
It was in the movie.
Yeah, he did.
And it's a PG movie.
Hey,
it's
out of everybody,
it is a PG. Hey, what he say? He said you gotta have big grapefruit.
And look, it had Randy Quaid in it.
No, that he wasn't in this one. He was in part 2.
No. I'm talking about when they was in the bleachers. Dead.
He was in the bleachers. I'm sorry. The disgruntled fan.
The
And they
disgruntled
had
season ticket
Yeah,
holders.
he was.
Disgruntled season ticket holders. Yeah, they
who
had
was
season
that
tickets.
sports announcer?
I can't remember
Bob
his name.
Euchre. He was in it.
Yep.
Just a
Yep.
tad outside.
Yep. He was up there getting drunk, man. He was getting drunk as
Yo, let's go, Mac. Let's go. Let's go. You next, Mac. Mac, you there? You with us?
He on mute.
I was sitting over here talking. I was over here talking the whole time. Yeah, you could play Harry Dole, but hold on. I'm trying to go back to my list. Okay, so next on my list, go to Friday Night Lights.
We stole that from KG, y'all. No,
I didn't steal it from KG. KG took
I'm
it off his list.
joking.
KG took it off his list, and I added it to mine. And I gotta make this a movie because this talked about Permian High School. This is really a real. This is a true story. Like, this is not one of them based on the true stories. No, this is actually a true story about Permian High School in Odessa, Texas. And yes, but the only thing in real life, they lost to Carter. They didn't beat Carter in the state championship. They lost to Dallas Carter in the championship. Booby Miles actually got hurt. Booby Miles actually got locked up not too long after that high school. He got out before the movie, so they got some of the story from Booby Miles, and he just got locked back up recently. So yeah, this was a movie based on.
Man, this was a Texas movie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is a
Texas is
movie.
serious about their high school football.
Yes, we
They're
are.
serious.
Yes. Do you know? I watch high school football more than I watch NFL. Like, North Shore just lost yesterday, so did Duncanville. Duncanville lost to my nephew and them over there in North Crowley. Longview lost to South Lake Care. Like, I really pay attention to high school football. I would love to have a channel talking about high school football, but it wouldn't go nowhere outside of Texas because all I would talk about is Texas. But back to the movie. The movie was based on Coach Gary Gaines and Booby Miles. Like, I know a lot of it seemed like it was surrounded by Booby Miles, but it was more focused on the coach and the stuff that he had to deal with on getting that team together, bringing them up. Y'all know Billy Bob Thornton played the coach. Billy Bob Thornton is a hell of an actor. I got to give him this coin. Man, if y'all ever sit down and watch that movie and seen it takes you into the inside from more than one point of view. It takes you from the coach's point of view. It takes you from Booby Miles' point of view as him being poor in the hood, coming up, trying to make somebody himself, him being the person that the whole family think goes, this is gonna be their meal ticket. And then when he got hurt, y'all see that pain that he had. That cry, I ain't gonna lie, it didn't hurt me, but at the same time, I felt it. Like, you can't tell me y'all didn't feel that cry in the car when he got hurt. Because he said, I don't know nothing else. What am I gonna do? Man, it's only one other movie that I put above this is football movie. It's my favorite football movie. And I'm not gonna say what it is because it's on X list. and that is my favorite. And that is my favorite football movie. But yeah, I had to talk about this. I was gonna do. Yeah, but this was a great movie, man. If I had to do a top five, if we ever did a top five football movies and top five boxing movies or fight movies or something like that, it would be dope because they made enough of them. They made enough basketball, football, and fight movies for all of us to have one. But this was a good one. Drew, slow down. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, I don't even know why Aqua put that on the screen.
I know, right? I know,
That
right?
didn't even make that didn't even make sense. Yeah,
My bad. I didn't remember anybody. I didn't even
doesn't
Yeah,
remember
matter.
anybody. I
That
had.
matters.
it's all.
Oh, okay, my
Hey,
bad. My bad. Don't
I
say nothing.
remember the
I'm
program. I
not.
didn't
I'm
see
not.
it.
Hold on. Slow down. Slow down.
Yeah, y'all move. You see, y'all
Yeah,
doing too much, man.
y'all moving too fast. Y'all moving too fast.
Slow
Hey,
down.
we gotta start sharing everybody this with each other so we don't talk about them. But yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah. We're gonna have to do a group. I'm letting y'all know now.
Yeah,
We're gonna see
that's
the
fine.
show. I'll let y'all know if it's okay if I put y'all in the group.
I ain't saying nothing about nobody else. I'm talking about you putting the chat
Yeah,
information up on the screen.
No. But I'm saying we gotta start showing everybody each other.
Well, I'm watching the chat on my TV, so it don't matter to me. I like reading the chat.
But anybody got any comments on this? You got
No,
anything on this, Derek?
No, I don't like Texas football. I'm from Ohio, so I'm not watching anything about Texas.
D-Man
hey,
gonna say something,
hey, hey,
Derek.
hey,
D-Man gonna say
hey,
something.
hey, what happened the last time Ohio played Texas?
You know what? Can we move on?
He said,
Now, this
Yeah.
look this movie reminded me of the tight knit that I had with a couple of guys. We always worked out together, we practiced together, and we played together for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And it showed how the guys from Permian High School, they, you know what I'm saying, booby out running. The white boys
Hmm.
pull up, they getting their little burritos. And it showed how small the damn town was, that when they seen the players, they knew who the players were. And it's hard to be
Hmm.
recognized when you play football because you got a helmet on. You had to really be something to be recognized, or that town had to be that small. You know what I'm saying? So when he said, "Y'all
Hmm.
gonna win state this year?" Yes, sir. Everybody had proper manners, this, that, and the third. Like I said, and they went out there and like I said, they worked together and they showed how they function off the field with little parties and stuff, dealing with the little groupie girls and stuff. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's the little high school fanfare that you got. You know what I'm saying, when you was the it guys, because high school he was the it guy. You know what I'm saying? Even Priest, you know what I'm saying, was getting attention from the girls, but he ain't want no attention from the girls. You know what I'm saying? He was straightforward. He was all about football. You know what I'm saying?
You
Go
know
out there.
what? You know what, D-Man? Your Cowboys are crap. My Bengals beat the Cowboys. Okay? And Ohio rocks when it comes to football. Period. Period. Our only competition when it comes to football is Michigan. That's it. That's it. I see you in the playoff, Texas.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That's fine. We're not even
Go
the same
go
thing.
Buckeyes.
Here we go.
See what started with this Friday Night Light? Now we got beef. I got beef with Texas.
I didn't start it. You did.
This
We
was a
got
good
some
movie.
we got some good high school football teams here. We got Moeller. They always there every year. We got Boone County. We got some powerhouse football teams here. We got the inner city schools, Taft High School. Them young men can they can make some noise. They can make some noise.
Well, it's basketball season now, and ain't nobody messing with the school here that we got here in Richmond, because they
Right.
the Monstars. They're nationally ranked in the high school basketball rankings right now. They're in the top 5 rankings. Small high school. My daughter goes there, and like I said, ain't nobody. Yeah, nobody. They handing them out left and right. I feel bad for any other Virginia team for real, because yeah.
I want to let their games know. Look, if y'all get past Tennessee, and y'all just so happen to beat the number 1 team, Oregon, and we get past Clemson and Arizona, y'all will meet us in the semifinal. But y'all
We're
got
on
to
a
beat
mission,
Oregon.
man.
Y'all got
We're
to
on
beat
a
Oregon
mission.
and Tennessee.
Look at y'all, man. Look at y'all.
We're on a mission. Go Buckeyes, man. OHIO.
I know who
Buckeyes.
would agree with him. I know who would agree with him right now, Mac.
Yeah,
If
Junior.
you and you the truth. Where
But you
Junior?
do know, but hold on, you know Junior went to school at Pitt, right?
Yeah, he
Man, I
did.
tell
He
you
did.
what,
Yeah, I know he
I tell
did.
you what. To be
He
honest, man,
played
them
for
Southern
Pitt.
I still
teams,
feel like he'd be rooting for Ohio though.
them Southern teams give us trouble, man. Their speed, Ohio, Michigan, the teams that play in the Big Ten, man, we're northern climate teams almost. We're the original Big Ten, northern climate teams, man. So they smash my football, but it seemed like every time when we go south, man, we have problems, man. We have problems with them SEC teams and everything, man. We need to do better, man. We need to smack these people in the mouth like we used to. Quit trying to be fancy, even though we do got the best receiver core in college football. Thank you. We still
Uh,
need to run the ball.
so salute to my bro JG in the house.
Spider sense is tingling.
I will say this for you though. One thing I can say Ohio do produce a lot of for that comes out of Ohio. Y'all produce a lot of running backs.
Yeah.
Y'all make a lot of running backs. Y'all might not be known for nothing else, but Ohio is known for running backs. I'll give you that.
Cause that's the climate here, man. You know, when it gets in them colder months like it is now, and teams are playing late in the season, you have to run the football. You have to play good defense, and you have to run the football because you may not be able to throw it 20 times a game. You have to run the football, and you have to stop the run. That's why I was so upset with Ohio State getting away from that, man. We used to be smack you in your mouth and take your lunch money type of team. Now we just, fancy. Nah, man, get back to Buckeye football. Ugh. I was so mad when they lost to Michigan and Oregon. I just wanted to throw my TV out the window. But I ain't feel like buying another one.
Derek, it's on you, man. Let's go to the next.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You and Mac. You and Mac. If y'all want to do a college football live, Mac gonna start his channel up. Now
I'll be there. I'll be there. If anybody want to talk about college football, I will be there. I do not care. Go Buckeyes.
Go ahead. What's your next movie, though, bro?
Jerry Maguire.
Show me the money.
Show me the money. One of the greatest quotes in moviedom. I said moviedom. Next to I love white people. I love black people. Jerry Maguire. This had
memorable quotes though.
Yeah, it did. It
Everybody uses that.
Help me to help you. He was like, I don't dance.
And what he say? Who was that? Renee Zellweger in it?
You had me when you said hello.
Nah, when he said no, when he says you complete me.
I must have fell asleep on that part.
That was the part when he's at with the dinner. Well, when he barges in on the dinner and the family and all of that to get her back. That part. But go ahead.
Yeah, then she was like, "Yo, be quiet. You had me when you said hello." And then they got married and everything. Yeah, but this had
that part. Yeah. It was.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, see,
he went on the team. Yeah, he went on the team.
This had Tom Cruise. He had a couple other sports movies I was thinking about putting on the list, but I was like, I already got one. They have Renee Zellweger. I think she's hotter than the other lady. Cuban Gooding Jr. won an Oscar for this. Had Regina King. Ari Spears was in this movie. I had to go back and look. This from my research is based upon Leah, I'm saying it wrong, Steinberg, a sports agent that has represented over 300 professional athletes. When I Googled it, was it true? Sometimes Google said no, it's based upon 3 different sports agents, and then if you scroll down, it said no, it's based upon this guy. But anyway, Jerry Maguire gets fired from his firm, his sport agent firm. I think it was SMI, because he posted a memo. He had a memo posted, and they fired dude shortly after that. And in the midst of him being fired, the other guy, his rival, was stealing all his clients. And then there's one client he had left. He got him on the phone. He said, Jerry, I don't feel love, man. I don't feel love. And then he was like, well, what can I do for you? He was like, show me the money. And then that led into all his other clients he had on hold was being stolen by the other guy. And he had the one client, I think his name was it was Cuban Gooding Jr.'s character. I think his name was Rod Tidwell. This movie is a good movie. It has some funny spots. It has some serious spots. It was one scene in here. It's not for kids. It had a lot of, at the time, sports athletes in it. I thought I saw Harold Miner, if that was him. I know I saw Warren Moon in here. It was Drew Bledsoe was in here, and a couple other guys. I thought I couldn't recognize them, but I knew they were athletes. It's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, this movie is full of quotes, memorable quotes in this movie. The soundtrack was pretty good too. I highly recommend watching this movie. It on the budget of now had all these superstars at the time. Well, Tom Cruise would break the bank in any production company. But this movie only cost $50 million to make, and it made $273 million worldwide. So it's a good movie, a great story. I think you could have a good actors and a horrible story. Tom Cruise, the mommy, so to speak, that was horrible. But watch this movie.
That bad. That movie was not that bad, Derek.
That movie, was
not that bad.
That movie trashed the monster because they was gonna have vampire movies and werewolf movies, but when the mommy flopped, they canceled all that, man, because Hollywood is a place of parodies, man. They did Jerry Maguire, and then if you look, there's another sports movie with Brad Pitt. I'm not going to mention it because it might be on somebody's list. But anyway, it's a great movie, great story. Regina King is fine. Renee Zellweger, I always say her name wrong. She's fine. Great acting.
It's
all
crazy.
I want to know is
I never seen her again. I seen her all the time in the 2000s as a kid.
I
remember her.
Like you said,
I remember
all I want to know is
Myself and Irene, and then I never seen her again.
Me, Myself, and Irene is funny. That is funny. That is funny. But watch this movie. Great movie. From opening credits to ending credits. It's not a dull moment in this movie. It's a great movie. Yeah. I see it in the chat.
D-Mick had me crying. I was on mute.
He said, "Hey dog, I was over here dying laughing, dog. I swear to God, that shit had me crying." Hey D-Mick.
Wait a minute, hold on. Just because I like games like these Slim Milk movies. Yes, I do. I was going to put Cornbread Oil and Me on here, but I didn't consider it a basketball movie because there was no one playing basketball. It was about a basketball player who was unfortunately deleted. And by the way, Cornbread Oil and Me had the guy who played Morbius in there, and his kid picture hit the same picture of him is in the movie Ride Along when they had it up on the wall and they was like, yo, we got his kid picture. That was him. God, what is his name? Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne. I was like, how you get Lawrence Fishburne?
So
JG said, I like this movie. It was more about contract side than the actual game, but Cuba Gooding and Tom both were great in this one.
And it's not a what do you call it, a slim milk movie, like D-Man said, with Cuba Gooding Jr. in it, Regina King, Ari Spears, and the soundtrack they had.
Skim milk, talking about the white folk movie.
Yeah, he said skim milk. Yeah.
Oh, skim milk. You know, my grandmother drinks skim milk, man. So
my mama did too. So
where do you see my other one?
You killing me, Smalls.
Killing me.
You killing me.
So guys, y'all gonna comment on this movie before we?
Not too much, because it seems so dramatic to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was more so a drama, and it was the financial side of things. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see Cuba play too what maybe like 3 or 4 snaps of football the whole game. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the final act. Yeah.
Yeah. So like so.
And, you know,
I wasn't
thinking
mature
about
enough to grasp that at that time. You know what I'm saying? That the financial side. So, yeah, but all in all, I remember the quotables.
Yeah, the quotable. And this is one of the movies I thought about putting Draft Day on my list, because that's the GM part of football. But
Isn't that like War Room? War Room?
it was I had his name on the top of my head. We ain't gonna talk about it, but yeah, it's basically just draft day. Draft day from the university on what entails on drafting these GMs have when they drafting their picks and stuff.
Well, that's it. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I don't care if you skim milk or chocolate milk. Watch it.
I've seen it. Like I said, it had a lot of quotables, and especially "Show Me the Money." So, I'll go to my pick. Cinderella Man. This is a biopic.
Great movie.
Based on James J. Burdock from Bergen County, New Jersey. Shout out to all my Jersey family out there. You know, this took place in the Depression era, and James J. Burdock, he wasn't the best prize fighter. He had to take a lot of bribes and things like that in the movie, and he actually ended up being able to compete and ended up actually claiming the World Heavyweight Championship against Mac Barra, against a dude that he only really killed one man in the ring, but they claim that he deleted 2 people in the ring. Really, it was only 1 man, but they say he deleted 2 men in the ring. Very, very scary dude. The odds were stacked against James J. Burdock, but he overcame the odds, man. He was struggling the whole movie in the Depression era. He had 2 boys and 1 baby girl. And I remember when they didn't really have food like that, he had to split the food between the kids. This is one of my favorite parts, but it also almost makes you cry. And the daughter comes back and basically asks for seconds, and he tells her like, no, you know, the boys need it because they still growing it. He has to neglect his baby girl from eating because, you know, the sons are older and they're bigger. Man, that part hit home, man. James J. Burdock went through it in the Depression era, and this was a good movie. If you've never seen this movie, please go back and watch it. This was a great movie. Russell Crowe should have got an Oscar for this too. Should have got an Oscar for this too. And I know that, you know, because of my affiliation with boxing, and me boxing and stuff like that. Of course, I will put a boxing movie on there. I didn't want to do it. I was on the same type of stratosphere as KG, but I couldn't help it. I just felt like it wasn't right to tell y'all not to go back and watch this. This was a great movie, man. If you never watched it, watch Cinderella Man. Go ahead.
Look, this movie is part of why I never took that full lunge into, you know what I'm saying, the next level of boxing.
I feel you. It would do that.
Because, you know what I'm saying, me being a single father, living a fighter's damn lifestyle is not for the faint of heart. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of those guys, if they're dedicated to boxing, they're not working regular jobs. They're picking up little side work from here, there. They're just trying to make ends meet. They're trying to figure out what gym they're going to train in that next night. Or if they're going to be a possibility to, you know what I'm saying, to get a fight. You know what I'm saying? So to live the life of a fighter without any support, that's a lifestyle that, like I said, you gotta then be prepared. You gotta take everything that comes with you. And Cinderella Man, this man took everything that came with it, the ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights. You know what I'm saying? And he was rewarded at the end, but you know, in boxing, you only as good as the last man you kill. And he shortly lost that belt to Joe Louis right after. So,
yes, he did.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to put my kids through that. So I went into the workman's route instead of the fighter's route. So, and I don't regret it, but I understand the gumption that you got to have to put yourself through that. And then during this time, the Great Depression, there weren't many jobs. You know what I'm saying? And they weren't paying if they was. So you had to go get it how you live. You got that fighter's itch, that boxing itch. I got to go knuckle up. And that's what we went and did.
Shoot, but
exactly. That's
crazy
all he
thing
knew.
about it is he wasn't really even expected to win. You gotta understand, Max Bearer, he was deleting people.
Mm-hmm. But that's
Max Bearer wasn't no joke.
That's still a fighter's mentality. I'm still going in here, win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna leave it all in the ring.
Go ahead, Mac. You have something to say on this?
No, I was just gonna say at that time, that's all he knew. He didn't know nothing else. He only knew how to fight, and he figured that was gonna be the way he was gonna feed his family.
I saw it. I enjoyed the movie. It was a good movie. To me, it was more of a drama than a sports movie, but it was a good movie.
Well, there was a lot of boxing in this, but I understand what you're saying.
I don't feel like how. It was a whole lot of boxing in that movie.
Yeah, it was a lot of boxing.
Great movie.
Who's the lady that played his wife?
Renee Zellweger.
She hot. Look a lot better than the other lady.
Hey! Watch yourself.
What?
I'm
just making an observation.
It would not be no Renee Russo slender.
This was the last movie I've seen Renee Zellweger in. This was the last one. I was wrong. This was the last one. And then I didn't see it.
And she's been in a couple of movies. I can't. Most of these people, you know, they leave Hollywood, like Molly Ringwald from the Breakfast Club. She left Hollywood. She was done. I think she went into the medical field.
Okay, let's keep it pushing. Kay, it's back on you, man.
This movie act is part of why I coach the way I coach. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to my kids and the way you hear me talk to you about the highlights and the lowlights, and when you're not doing what you're not supposed to do, you can't be rewarded. Coach Carter. Coach Carter. Coach Carter was.
This was the other movie
Uh
that I was gonna pick that you had.
huh.
I told you it was 3 movies: Sandlot, Major League, and Coach Carter. You had all 3 of them.
Hell yeah.
And I had one.
But
Well,
look,
we'll get into that.
now, but look, Coach Carter, he didn't care that you could put up 30 points a game. He didn't care if you could jump out of the gym and dunk. He wanted to care. He cared about student athletes. You were a student before you were an athlete, and he came in with a philosophy, and he wanted to implement it on this team because this team couldn't keep a coach. And when he finally came in, he played there. That was his old alma mater. He came back, and he said, "I'm going to them. I can whip these boys into shape." And he thought what he was doing was working, and the whole time they were playing him. So when they played him, he played them even worse. They failed. They couldn't keep their grades up. He locked the gym up, and he caught hell from the city of Richmond. Not the real Richmond. The real Richmond is on the East Coast, Richmond, Virginia, where I live. You know what I'm saying? But Richmond, California. Yeah.
AG, an idiot. He said not the real Richmond. And my grandma would have said the same thing.
But yeah, the city of Richmond, California, that Coach Carter caught hell because he was already looked at in a certain light that he didn't live in that area. He drove a little Mercedes Benz, so he wasn't being. You know what I'm saying? So they thought he was trying to take away from the kids. They was like, basketball is all they got, and he was like, that's not all they got. They got a brain inside their head that they could be better than, you know what I'm saying, what you guys are aspiring them to be, because that city was known to not have a lot of people make it out. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of crime going on, a lot of gang banging, and that if you know anything about California, that's a big thing over there. And he wanted to, if I can get this bunch of kids moving in the right direction, I feel like I've done something. So he poured into these kids, and these kids still celebrated their highlights, but he would show them their lowlights, all their turnovers, all their miscues, everything, and he made these boys work together. So anybody that I've crossed paths with, man, whether it's football coaching, basketball coaching, or boxing, man, I've showed you them life and made you look at things, you know what I'm saying, for a different light. And Coach Carter, you know what I'm saying, the way he poured into the kids and not giving them what they want, but he punished them when they needed it, and he punished them when they didn't think they needed it. And he found out, you know what I'm saying, he made them dig deep inside themselves and realize that if they wanted to play, they had to get in line with what he was looking for. We don't care that you can play. Can you be a productive person in society? That's what he was more so looking for, and he wanted to be able to produce that. So Coach Carter, you know what I'm saying, that was one of my favorite basketball movies.
Samuel L.
Great
Jackson
pick.
is my favorite.
Great kick. I've seen it. I liked it.
Samuel L. Jackson is my favorite actor all time, period. And this was one of the movies that solidified that for me. And he the way he played that role, he even said, y'all know, if y'all ever watched the making of the movie, the real Coach Carter was stood there next to him, and he even said, I didn't want nobody to play me but Samuel L. Jackson, because I feel like it would be an extension of me in the movie. And man, he made them. Hey, what was the play? Mary. He had women names as the plays. Mary.
All the plays was them, yeah.
Yeah. And he made them learn them plays until they, if they couldn't remember nothing else, they was gonna remember that play.
Mm-hmm.
I love this movie, man.
Perfect.
Good pick.
Great movie. Great, good pick.
Mac, we back on you, man.
Man, you got to go to Warrior, man.
All right. Before we go to Warrior, you know, another movie that people didn't bring up that was a really good movie. One of the first integrated college teams who actually coached my team as a kid, Riverside Church. Salute to Willie Worsley. Hopefully he's still kicking. Glory Road.
Glory
You ever
Road
seen
was a good
Glory
movie.
Road? I know
That was
the
a good
dude,
movie.
Wasn't Terrence Howard in that movie?
the dude that played Willie was my coach, Willie Worsley. Not from New York City, but he came to New York City to coach and stuff like that. Salute to Willie Worsley. Hopefully he's somewhere out there. He listening to me, man. Salute Willie, man. Appreciate you, man. You're the reason why we beat the Bronx like 3 times in a row. Gauchos. It was always a rivalry between Harlem and the Bronx in basketball with Riverside against Gauchos. All right, go ahead, man. Sorry.
Okay, we gotta go to Warrior. I'm gonna wait on you to put the picture up. Warrior, yes. Tom Hardy, ex-Marine. It's kind of hard for me to explain. He gets out of the Marines, and they got his dad, Nick Nolte. They had when he came home from the military, he come home to find his dad was a recovering alcoholic, things like that. So he returns home to try to, looking out for his pops. The family was kind of broke up. They had his brother, Tom Hardy played Tom Conlon. He had his brother Brandon Conlon. The daddy was Patty Conlon. Brandon was a school teacher. And their daddy was a former wrestling coach. So he comes back, he gets his daddy involved. They had this big tournament called Sparta. And it was an MMA tournament. The winner gets this big check. So he's going in it to try to win his tournament. So he was a warrior. He goes in there. He's just killing everybody he's coming across. I'm talking about every single person he's running across. Killing
He meant to say deleting, y'all.
Savage mode.
Savage mode, yeah. And then you got his brother, Brandon. They was trying to raise money for the school. So they was trying to figure out things. So he decided to join the sporting event to do that. Nobody thought he was going to win or anything. But he had the whole school and everybody rooting for him. And as they going through it, he found out that his brother, who he hasn't talked to since before he enlisted in the Marines, that was also fighting. Tried to speak to him. His brother wasn't trying to hear it because you left dad over there to suffer by himself, this and that. In the end, they had to fight against each other. I'm not going to tell y'all the rest of the movie. Y'all need to go watch it because this is a dope fight movie. It's an MMA movie. I know Tay-Tay done seen this movie. She can't. I know for a fact Tay-Tay done seen this movie.
Tay-Tay ain't seen that movie. She ain't seen it. She ain't seen it.
Tay-Tay must have went to bed. But yeah, this right here, Warriors, is actually a great movie. It's one of my favorite fight movies, and it's a real drama. The action is from fighting, but it's more of a drama with the storyline, and it's one of those great storyline type movies. So this is one of those y'all really have to watch it. This is how this movie how they get bring their family together, even though it's estranged. It takes you back on the white side of the dysfunctional family. We always see black dysfunction and everything like that. No, but this actually takes you on the white side of dysfunction. And man, it's a great movie. And shout out to Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy. Oh, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say I was kind of mad at you because I seen this movie and I liked this movie, but I don't remember who won at the end. That's why I was like, "Yeah, Mac about to tell me." Mac about to tell me.
Matter of fact, I'm finna text you who won at the end. But but yeah, it was a good movie. I'm not gonna tell you because I really want to check to go see it. This is a great movie.
And
I know who won at the end. I've seen it.
And look, and I like that both brothers. I like how both brothers were two different styles of fighters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that. But they were still taught through the foundation.
Same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I remember Brandon's first match. He went in there. You thought it was gonna be so. He went in there and just punched him and just slept him. I'm like, ooh! And right after he slept him, Didn't wait for him to raise his hands and then walk smooth out the ring.
Yeah, walked out the ring. He said, hold on. He just
next match. Hey, that movie is so dope, bro. Y'all gotta go watch it. I promise you, y'all will love it. I'm talking about, and the dude was a big swole. Like, if you was watching it, this was a real life MMA fight, you would think, nah, ain't no way Tom Hardy finna go in here and beat this dude. Tom Hardy walked up and just stole off and slept him and walked out the ring. Like, that was the quickest knockout of the whole match. He made a few other people tap, but like, that was a great man. Tom Hardy is slowly becoming one of my favorite actors. I'm not even gonna lie.
He's the great actor. We talk about range.
Man.
Not range.
Bro,
yeah, he played Bane. He was real good at
not even
playing
just
Bane.
that. Even when he played in Inception, did a great job in that. Mad Max.
And what was the movie
Mad
where
Max.
what was the series with him and he played him and his own twin brother?
Oh, that was it wasn't a series, it was a movie.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
based on the Craigs.
The Craig brothers, yeah.
Yeah. What
I
was
can't
that?
remember the name of that movie, but yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but it was a good movie. Those was based on real people. That was a real bio. Salute to Humble and salute to Josie, man.
Josie up in here and Humble up in
Oh,
here.
let's go, Bob.
What's up, family? What's up with it? Man, yeah, Tom Hardy is slowly becoming one of my favorite actors.
So
Hey,
Derek, I'm gonna assume you never seen this. I seen it by accident. So I feel bad.
No, at first I thought it was another movie that's close to this with Mickey Rourke, but this is not it.
Wrestler.
Yeah, I love that.
That was a good movie. That movie,
Wrestler almost made my list.
Yeah. Deserved.
That was no. I haven't seen this movie, but I do like Tom Hardy, so I probably will watch it.
Did anybody see Iron?
I
didn't
what?
know who Von Erichs was.
Yeah, so
I didn't know who the Von Erichs was.
So check this out. Check this out. I haven't watched the movie yet, but I'm going to. So the town that I'm originally from, Jefferson, Texas. That's where the Von Erichs are from. They actually.
Who the Ultimate Warrior was?
Yeah, the house down the street. Their family house is literally like I can walk to it from my grandma's house. Every time I pass that house, I look at it because I think about all the stuff that they went through. When the Texas tornado committed suicide, like that rock
tornado.
I was in elementary school. I was in the second grade.
I didn't even know who they was. D-Man
The Von Erichs.
D-Man had to tell me.
No, the Von Erichs. He's talking about the Von Erichs. They were a family.
That was the Texas tornado. Was Eric Von Erich.
Yeah,
I know the whole. I literally met the entire family. And,
they were
on a fishing trip, drowned. Two of the brothers killed. The daddy killed himself. Eric killed himself. I think Sean drowned, and Michael. Something did he get shot? Something happened to him. It was like 5 brothers. And the mama was the only one left, and she ended up selling the house and moving. Every time I pass by that house, bro, it's like a dark cloud over there.
Yeah, the Von Erichs were the early years, or was it WWF or WCW? I forget.
WWF. But they started. They didn't just start there. They started in the Texas circuit, and then they went on. It wasn't WWE. It was before it was WWF. It was something else. And when Vince McMahon grabbed it, it was WWF, and they joined. Well, Eric joined the WWF. The family did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch that movie. I'm gonna watch that movie.
As far as Renee Zellweger, she has an upcoming movie, the third installment of Bridget Jones' Diary, comes out February 15, 2025. She did several movies after Cinderella Man. One of them is my favorite, Case 39. A horror movie.
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just letting you know that was the last movie I remember seeing because I was like a kid and I was sitting.
Mm-hmm. Well, I gotta know, man, because she's fine to look at, man. Unlike the other chick.
I guess to each his own.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you that if I was the captain of this show, you'd have been kicked off. Bring up Renee Russo one more time. I'm not taking.
I didn't mention her name.
Right, he said Captain. He said Captain. He said, "Oh, Captain."
I didn't mention her name.
You didn't have to mention her name. I know who you talking about.
You know, he grew up in that time. He was older.
Oh boy.
It's on you. It's on you, Derek.
Oh, it's on me. Let's see what I got here. I'm doing that one last because that was a tearjerker. Give me the Rookie, 2002 movie. Dennis Quaid.
I actually didn't see this.
I've noticed a lot of baseball movies made our list.
I did watch this movie.
I mean, I could go on Disney Plus and probably watch it.
Yeah, it's on there. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It was one of those heartfelt movies that I like. Dennis Quaid plays a pitcher. Let me see if I wrote his name down. Jim Morris. He injured his throwing arm shoulder in the minors, and he didn't make it out in the minors. And like 15 years later, he's a chemistry teacher at his school, and he coaches baseball. So one day he's out throwing the baseball, and one of his players, he was like, "Yo, you need somebody to catch." So he just started throwing the ball. He said, "I heard you could bring the heat." He was like, "Yeah, but it's been a while." And he was like, "Nah, throw one." And he brought the heat, and the dude was surprised. And so the other kids found out about it. They was like, "Yo," if we win the championship, would you go try out? So they won the championship. This is a true story. They won the championship, and he tried out for a Major League Baseball team, which was the Tampa Bay Rays. He made it to the majors, and he pitched, I think, 2 years as either as a closer or a middle relief guy. So I think he was like 35 or something like that, and he did get to the majors. It's a good movie. Again, to me, it's all about the story. The story is great. I like Dennis Quaid. I haven't seen a bad movie by him yet. And you know, if you haven't seen the movie, I know it's another baseball movie. Sometimes they could get dragged out, but it's a good movie, and it's kid friendly, of course. Check it out if you haven't seen it. I recommend it.
I have seen Ricky. It is a good movie. You know, you can see he's an older man. You know, pitching. He's still driving that old raggedy pickup truck throughout the movie, driving it to the game. But yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed a lot of baseball movies. I didn't put them on my list. I just, this one stuck out in my mind because I like I said earlier, I like the underdog movies. You know, when people write people off and like, you got no chance, you got no shot. And like my grandmother used to say, nothing beats a failure but a try. And that's what he did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. KG, you say you never seen it like me, right? You in the same boat as me?
Yeah, I don't even recall this movie.
Yeah.
I do want to make one. I want to make one
Plus?
comment.
You got
You
Disney
say-
Plus?
You say Dennis
Yeah,
Quaid.
is it on there?
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus.
Okay, I'll
You
check it out.
say, you say Dennis Quaid never made a bad movie.
I don't think Dennis Quaid never made a bad movie.
So
I
hold on.
think
Hold on,
Dream
wait,
State was good.
Wait. So Jaws 3 wasn't bad.
That was horrible.
Yeah, he was in that. Yeah.
He was a star.
I'm with Matt.
So Jaws 3 wasn't terrible.
That
Jaws
was
1
horrible.
was good, but Jaws 3 was bad. It sucked.
And I seen
That
Jaws
was
late.
horrible.
I got put on the Jaws late. I was like
That's
19
that,
when I first
that's
watched
what we talked about several times. That they keep making sequels and they should just stop because it just started getting dumb. And the mother thought that the sharks were hunting the family.
it.
Yeah, it was. It was bad.
terrible. Yeah. So there go your terrible Dennis Quaid movie.
That's my terrible Dennis Quaid movie. But he made it up with that one inspirational movie he did about that guy who made the song.
You can't erase Jaws 3.
What was the? I have to get back with you on that. I forget the name.
You can't erase.
I
Jaws
can only
3.
imagine. Yeah, I imagine he played a father in that movie. If you haven't another feel good movie, if you haven't seen Imagine, please do.
Yes, sir. I'm about to go to my pick.
Yes, sir.
This was brought to you by Stay Ready Boxing TV. Now let me stop. Shout out to Matt for making me.
Tell me why Denzel didn't win an Oscar for this.
He should have.
He
should have. And I haven't watched it since I was maybe 10 years old, maybe younger. You know what I'm saying? I never rewatched it as an adult or a teenager. So me going back and rewatch it, and Mac, he kept saying that to me. He was like, yo, rewatch it. So I rewatched it last night, and man, yo, it just hit so many different sides for me, man. You know, Hurricane, you know, having a rough upbringing. It made me think of my father because he's from the same hood as my dad. He's from Patterson, New Jersey. And it just, you know, it was crazy, man. He had a rough upbringing, got locked up when he was young. The same police officer kept pursuing him and wanting to throw him in jail. And he was in and out of jail his whole life. And then, right when he became a contender, everything got taken away from Reuben Hurricane Carter. And he ended up being at the wrong place at the wrong time and got falsely accused of a murder that he didn't commit. So he spent the better part of 22 years behind bars being falsely accused, and this was a really big story. This is based on a true story. And some Canadian people, shout out to Canada. Stills, I guess you was right. Canadian people ain't all that bad. You know, they stayed there with him and this young boy from Brooklyn that moved to Canadian, Liza, and who became his pen pal at first, and then eventually his friend, and then told the people that was helping Liza out, helped him get out of jail and found all of the evidence that basically set him free. Denzel Washington did a great job in this movie playing Reuben Hurricane Carter. And this was one of those biopics where Denzel should have got an Oscar for this, hands down. This and John Q.
John Q.
Definitely should have got one for John Q.
Glory.
I think he got nominated in Glory.
Hey, slow down, because I felt like you was for the say it. Slow down, yeah. But yeah, that movie too. He should have got an Oscar for that one too. But yeah, slow down.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna leak no footage. I wasn't gonna leak nothing. But
and Denzel, where's
y'all got anything on this? Y'all got anything?
Shout out to Debbie Morgan, man. Shout out to Debbie Morgan. I was in love with Debbie Morgan, but yeah, shout out to Debbie Morgan.
This movie proved that you can have generational haters, and the internet didn't even need to be involved because This man had been hated on by this one damn detective ever since he was a damn kid.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what it taught me,
And he
KG?
plagued him for years and decades on decades, man.
KG, you know what this taught me?
What's that?
I always assume racism is like from a Virginia on down.
No.
Nah.
Because y'all gonna say you didn't even mention that he was from New Jersey.
I did. I said he was from my pop's hood.
Yeah.
I literally brought
yeah.
that up. I
Oh,
said
I
it made
didn't-
me
I
think
thought-
of my father. I said
yeah,
because from Madison.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
You know what I'm saying?
Ex-wife
So-
that.
I missed that one. That's my fault.
Yeah, I literally brought. That's the first thing I brought up. I said it actually made, and I think of my pops in the law. I actually blame you. And this made me think of him. This made me think of him. This made me think of him because of him being from Patterson, and I forgot Reuben Carter was from Patterson.
Y'all remember when he was in the cell and he knew they was coming in there to get at him? What'd he do?
Yeah. He threw some toilet paper on his teeth.
Yeah, in the magazine.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm talking about in his teeth. Yeah, on his teeth and shit. Yeah, and he was ready to get to it. You know what I'm saying? So, no, but this was a solid movie, man. And like I said, living a fighter's lifestyle. You can have friends, family, enemies, and in his case, the law hating on you your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Not giving you your fair shake. You know what I'm saying? Because of your past. Your past. You know what I'm saying? You ran off and went into the military. You got kicked out of the military. You know what I'm saying? All this. You know what I'm saying? All these mishaps. But he was trying to damn. You know what I'm saying? Be the best he could be. But he always stumbled across that one guy, that one damn detective that always had it out for him.
And he was realistic to me too, Jay.
Yeah.
He was You see what he told his wife when she came to visit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he had to give up, and she didn't even want to leave him. She was a real one.
Mm-hmm.
She was a real one.
Autobots, transform and roll out!
She was a real one.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get them like that no more.
Nah,
That's why I said shout out to Debbie Morgan that she played his wife. She played Thelma.
Yeah, she did. She played Thelma. Yes, she did.
And shout out to the different car makes back in the day that had very, very distinctive tail lights.
Yes. Yeah, that's one of the things that saved him. Yes. 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 And another thing too, shout out to Clancy Brown, man. Shout out to Clancy Brown. I think his first role was Highlander. He played the voice for my childhood of Lex Luthor and Superman. Shout out to Clancy Brown. Great movie. Great movie. Drew said Ruben's story pissed him off. And I can understand why. I can understand why. But before I get off this and then I move on back to KG, this taught me a great lesson that racism didn't just exist in the South. I think every person from the tri-state area should watch this movie. It doesn't matter what color they are, because I always had a conception, me being from New York City, always had a conception about it just being like from Virginia on down. And I didn't know that this happened in the tri-state area, because most parts in the North, they didn't know what was happening. And I'm going to bring this point up again in one of my other picks that I have. And I'm going to tell you why. So, yeah, man. KG, let's go on to your next pick.
Hey, I hope your nephew's going to bed, because I have to.
No. You already done said the S word. Okay. I'm going to keep it real with you. Out of everybody that I done brought on here, they control themselves. Matt, Derek Haynes is good. He-Man, Tay-Tay, even Red. Red probably came out one time, and I think Red said ass, and I don't consider ass bad.
Okay.
I
I'm sorry,
said
man.
I
I told you backstage that I've been drinking a little bit. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh man, hey,
What's next?
anybody that hears this, you know what I'm saying? If you ever suited up and played football and you heard this quote, man, this was for you, man. He said, "Let's open up a can of kick ass and kill them all. Let the paramedics sort them out." Program.
Yes, sir.
The program.
There you go. There you go.
Drew.
There you go.
Bro, the program, and I'm gonna say this before I even get into the movie. The program, from my knowledge, was one of the first movies that originally got yanked and had to be re-edited before it was put out again.
Yes, I read up on that.
Yeah. This was every damn thing that a high school player thought college was. When I was
Is that Kevin Bacon?
No,
Yes.
it's not Kevin Bacon.
No.
His name's Craig Schaefer.
Yeah.
He played Joe Kane. This movie right here, man, like the original cut that Drew spoke about earlier, that was part of a hazing process. We would lay out and you know what I'm saying, like and I didn't do it, but that was a thing almost here too. Kids would line up and lay on the median strip in the middle of traffic as cars went up and down, left and right on you know what I'm saying, on an open street.
Remember that scene?
Yeah.
They put it in the trailer.
Yep.
Talking about performance under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that scene.
And they had to remove it from the movie because kids, you know what I'm saying, mainly football players, we were taking it too far. We was taking it too far because if you did something of that nature, you had that edge that who could phase you once you got on the football field. So you had Alvin Mack. You know what I'm saying? That man was a pure D savage, God gifted talent. You know what I'm saying? And then you had Mr. Latimer that played defensive end right in front of that damn savage. But he needed enhancements. He needed the soldier serum. He needed the soldier serum.
He said he needed the soldier serum.
Yeah, trust me.
You hear that, Drew? He needed
and he hulked. Hey, every time he took it, he hulked out too.
And he hulked out. And the thing is, like this movie showed, you know what I'm saying, how guys were masking their piss tests and stuff. Like they was exchanging piss out for clean piss, and it was like he went through this whole process of that. The quarterback. This showed quarterbacks with the weight that they had to wear on their shoulders, and in this case, Joe Kane came from a redneck family. You know what I'm saying? A redneck family that dad had alcoholic issues, brothers, nobody really amounted to nothing, and they was leaning on him. And he had depression issues, alcoholic issues. This kid had to check into Alcoholics Anonymous and go seek rehab halfway through the movie, even with the little pretty girlfriend that he had. What was her name? Kristen. What was her name?
It was
you talking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's all. That's what
Camille.
she is.
Camille.
Well, I don't know. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's her name.
Christy Swanson was the girl.
Christy Swanson. Yeah.
Camille was her name in the movie.
Yeah, and then we have your typical black kid from the hood, Donnell Jefferson.
Omar Epps.
You know what I'm saying? And of course he had eyes for Halle Berry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
Halle Berry was in it?
Yeah, Halle Berry was in it.
Yes, she is.
And the thing about Donnell Jefferson was a kid that got grazed through the system just so he could play. And this movie showed how college players were being greased through the system. They were dumbest box of rocks. They had people taking their classes for them because the boosters. This is before NIL deals, all of this stuff. The boosters wanted the organizations to continue to produce money, so they needed the winners on the fields at all costs. So money was being taken,
Right.
points were being shaved, all kinds of stuff went on throughout this movie. Like it showed the whole college lifestyle of the left side of things, the darker side of things in college, what athletes went through. You had dirty players as far as steroids. You had dirty players as far as being dumb. You had smart players that wasn't being acknowledged. You had kids that was just trying to get through. And then, like I said, you had your typical white guy being depressed and thinking, you know what I'm saying, life, everything fell on him. And we don't know if any of these guys ever made it out of college and went into the pros, because you know how most movies back then, they would tell you a post little clip of what they did, or you know what I'm saying. But we know Alvin Mack never played football again.
Yeah, he couldn't.
Because this man, he intimidated people to the point that at the same time, he didn't realize it was people with the same mentality with less of a mouth than him. That guy purposely took his knee out. Cleaned his clock, split his knee wide open, took him off the field, couldn't play football again. And that's all he knew. The man cried. I felt it because that was a time I thought all I had was football. And I had a knee injury.
And you know, Lynn Swan was in this movie too.
Yeah. But yeah.
Like it was based off of East Carolina.
Yeah, ECU. But this was like if you played high school football and you seen this movie during this time, this was a real movie to you. It's like it wasn't play, it wasn't nothing fun, it wasn't nothing cute about it. It was just like it felt real to anybody that I know I played football with growing up in the 90s.
I know I laced them up when I was in school, playing for my junior high school. My mom had me in Pop Warner since I can remember, man. I was the tallest person in kindergarten. And so my football career ended abruptly. I was defensive tackle. It was during practice. I manhandled the offensive tackle, and I was going to the quarterback, and I wanted to hit him bad, and he took off running, so I took off after him. Well, the running back came from my blind side to the left, hit me square on my knee. I was done after that. I was done.
You should have took some of that soldier serum.
Man, listen. Hey, man, when I played football, it was the 80s, man. This movie went out. We didn't do that stuff.
Now with the soldier serum. You don't
We didn't do this stuff.
You don't remember Rocky 4?
Man, no.
You don't remember Rocky 4?
Man.
I got my clock clean on the 28 sweep. I seen that running back coming to my side. I was a defensive end. I don't know why I thought. I don't know what I forgot that guard pulled on the 28 sweep. Guard pull, I ain't see the guard. I'm looking dead at that tailback, and I got blindsided.
That's one sport I never played.
I got y'all beat. I got turned sideways in the air after we threw a pick. When you see it on camera, bro, I was literally off the ground sideways and hit the ground, and I got clowned for weeks. The motherfuckers, the guys said they had KG on the sideline. They said, KG, you know where you at? And I said, yeah. And I said the game. They said, they said, what's your name? They said KG jumped up and said, I'm Batman. I said, no, I didn't, man. I didn't say that.
Hey, you got hit in blood out of it.
I got hit right in the ear hole. Turn side. Right in the ear hole.
Man, them injuries, man, when he hit me, I somersault, landed on my back, and I was done after that. I was done. I had no more football left in me.
Hey, Mac, you remember when Latimer made the team, made the starting defense? What did he do? He went outside and started headbutting windows.
Yep.
Start a defense, and everybody looking at, and all the coaches looking at him. It's like, yeah, we might have to get him tested before this season start. They knew it out the gate.
Eric Jordan laughing. Said,
What are you?
Hey, man, I ain't seen that movie in a long time, but I remember it.
But if you ain't seen the program, Mac, you need to check it out, man.
Yeah,
no.
He said act. He said act.
Yeah, I
He
said
said
act. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Because
Mac.
you can't spell Mac without putting the act in.
Uh-oh.
But
Now, what's the one with Al Pacino?
Any Given Sunday. That
Okay.
was gonna be on my list.
yeah. I was gonna put it on my list, but I said Mac can have it.
Yeah,
I told
I didn't
Mac
want.
yesterday.
I didn't
Me and
want
Mac
to
talked for a long time.
He just
And
gonna give
before
it
we
to
get
me.
off, we're gonna talk about the future of what we're gonna do these next couple of episodes.
All right. Well, let me go ahead.
Yeah,
and
go
give my
ahead.
next-
Yeah, go ahead. Give your next pick.
Undisputed. The first one, not the part 2, part 3. No, we going with Undisputed number 1, the original, the starter. Wesley Snipes, Ving Rhames. Man, if y'all haven't seen this movie, I don't
Mac,
know what you
are you
waiting
gonna
on.
be mad at me if I tell you I didn't see it?
Well, you need to go watch it. And that's your homework for the week. Because next Sunday, I'm going to ask you, have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Now he sound
haven't
like
seen it.
Drew. That's what Drew,
well,
when
yeah.
me and Drew was doing Bear Cave, Drew used to be like, yo, act, that's your homework assignment. He made me watch Brave Star. I said, what the hell is Brave Star?
Yeah,
That's
matter
a
of
good
fact,
one.
let me go and write these notes down. You need to see.
You got a lot of movies to watch.
And you need to, and you, Derek Gaines, need to watch with G Baby. I forgot the name of the
What was
movie.
that?
Hardball. Yeah, I'm writing it down right now. You need to watch Hardball. You need to watch.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Nah, I ain't seen it. I ain't see this.
It's on Prime. So he got more. He don't got no excuse. He got Prime. I know Derek. Derek got the apps I got.
Yeah,
I keep Prime, man. I got Prime and Paramount. I keep my Prime, man.
You got me on that. I don't got Paramount.
So this Undisputed came out in the early 2000s, man. I think it came out in 2003, 2004, around that time. Man, look, Ving Rhames was the champion of the world. This was basically, they took the Mike Tyson story and just kind of flipped it a little bit, because Ving Rhames was a monster in the ring. He was the baddest man on the planet. He was a champion, and ended up going to prison for rape. When he got to prison,
great. He meant up saying
yeah,
great.
Yeah. SA. He went to prison for SA. So look, when he got to prison, he started acting like he was the baddest man walking, punking people, beating people up in the prison and everything. They was already having organized fights in the prison, but they had Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes was a former world champion and had never lost, but he was in prison for murder. But he wasn't trying to entertain all that. He was chilling. He wasn't bothering nobody. Ving Rhames come over there messing with him, because everybody said, yeah, you the champ now, but you can't beat Wesley. You can't beat that man. That's the baddest man on the planet. That's the real champion right there. That's who belt you holding. Everybody taunting him. So he started messing with Wesley. And Wesley ain't trying to, keeping his head down doing, Wesley. End up the head of the prison, the warden got involved. And one said, well, see, we already got these organized fights. Let's organize a fight between them two. Well, Ving Rhames' lawyer got involved and told him, if you get this fight, we might can get you out of prison on early release. We make a deal with the warden. So they did that. They end up having a fight. Him and Wesley Snipes actually go at it.
Monroe Hutchins. Name, just say his name. Monroe Hutchins.
Yeah, Monroe Hutchins.
Yeah. George the Iceman Chambers.
George Chambers. and Hutch. They end up going at it. That was. If y'all love boxing, like that fight in that ring in that match was, man, it was amazing. It was gruesome. It was everything.
That's why they don't fight in jail no more. That's why they don't allow boxing in the prison systems now.
It probably is. It
y'all.
probably is. Don't say y'all, but hey, it happened. And after the fight, that's I ain't gonna tell y'all what happened, but Ving Rhames did get out, and when he got out, he went and got his belt back. I'm not gonna tell y'all who won that fight because y'all need to go watch the movie if you ain't seen it. But this was an amazing movie.
You know what?
This Undisputed is. If y'all watch the one with Michael J. White, this one is better. I do like Undisputed 2 and 3. I do like them.
I ain't like them too.
See, Drew ain't right.
But
Drew ain't right. Go ahead.
I say the first one is the best one.
Drew ain't right. I was just about to say that this movie reminds me of Penitentiary with Leon Isaac Kennedy, aka Too Sweet. I go with Too Sweet, Drew.
Too Sweet ain't beat Monroe.
You ain't watched the movie. You can't give me nobody until you go watch the movie.
Wait, hold on, man. I'm listening to your description of the movie, and when you describing something to me, I see it. You described the plot to me, and it's the same plot that was in Penitentiary in 1979. It's the same plot.
I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't nobody whooping Hutchins.
Let's see who else. Oh, Lola Falana was in that movie too.
Not Lola Falana. Who was that? Lola Falana.
But look,
Penitentiary, 1979.
Monroe Hunter showed that you can be a warrior in a garden and not a damn gardener in a war. That man was at peace. He had committed his crime. He was trying to stay out of the way. Fighting was just something that he was just in it because that's what that's what the prison system promoted. And when George Iceman Chambers came in and got locked up, of course he came in with the fighter's mentality, old school fighter's mentality. You the man in here, so I guess I got to beat you.
Yep.
So he wanted to spark something, and he did his best to try to get Monroe off that porch. Monroe wasn't coming off that porch until the money got involved. When the people got involved and they started talking business, that's when Monroe kind of considered it, because damn Mac, Monroe won't. He won't no part of that fight. He was chilling. Look, Derek. This man was sitting he was sitting in his cell. He got put in he was sitting in his cell, and he would collect toothpicks and build sculptures out of toothpicks in his cell. That's all he did. He was sitting out of the way, out of the range of everybody. Stayed to himself. He was just a damn good boxer.
And everybody knew don't mess with him.
And people respected him, and they stayed out of his way.
Yeah.
I need to know how Drew know about Penitentiary, because that's nowhere a kid's movie.
You know what he said? You see what he brought up though after you brought that up? He said, "Act don't know about that."
No, oh my God! I saw that movie when I was 10 years old. It's a different time. I'm older than Drew. I think Drew's in his 40s.
Yeah.
I'm 55, and I saw that movie when I was 10.
I didn't know you was that old.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro. I turned 55 December 1st.
He said 49. He said 49. 49 out.
But see, I think Drew had older brothers. That's probably how he saw it.
Yeah, he does got older brothers.
But Drew right, they tried to make that fight in Undisputed bare knuckle.
Yeah.
Because they had an old guy in jail that was pretty much gonna die and ride in jail. And he knew boxing like the back of his hand. He loved boxing. What was it? The old Italian guy? Yeah, he's the one that really was pushing for the fight, because he knew the bookies on the outside and how how the mafia families and everybody was gonna get paid off of it.
Yeah.
Real quick, let me salute Michael Ray. You came late, man. You came late. Michael Ray was good, champ.
Oh wow, that was in my ear. Yeah,
He said my ear.
that was.
Hold on. Go read that, Games. Go ahead, read that.
Which one?
One on the screen.
I clicked it on.
It's on the screen.
Your favorite person. He said, yeah, idiot. He said,
You talk about Mindy.
You can't tell me Gays old as hell from the movies.
The movies I bring up. I can't help it, man. I'm from a different time, man. I'm from a different time. I could go back to the '60s with some of these sports movies. I just remember paying attention because I snuck down into the movie theater to see it. I was 10 years old when I saw that movie.
Do that too on 42nd Street.
Yeah. My favorite part is when the ladies, the bathroom scene. I'm gonna keep it clean. It's the bathroom scene.
KG, you was talking about Mindy Ripstein.
Huh?
What you talking about, Mindy Ripstein?
Yeah. Yep.
You know, and y'all know Master P and Silk the Shocker was in this movie.
Yeah, they was in it too. All three of the brothers in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See Murder. And Jim Lampley called the fight.
Yeah, Jim Lampley called the fight, and he called it with the Mexican dude.
Oh wow, Jim Lampley was in it. He said, "Age is just a number. Wisdom counts." I hear that.
Yes, sir. Jim Lampley was in the movie.
Yes, sir.
That was getting it in the bathroom. Laugh out loud.
So
he said, "Rachel." Yo, we didn't want to put. I thought there was.
I stayed away from boxing movies. Yeah.
Hey, so look, Drew. I actually thought about Raging Bull. That was actually the first boxing movie I brought up.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did on the phone.
See, I purposely stayed away from boxing movies.
Tamika had that.
Me and Ack were talking about it because I was thinking about Jake LaMotta's story, and that was Raging Bull would have been a good movie. It was a whole lot of boxing movies we could have went to. Mm-hmm. Nobody brought up $1 Million Baby.
That was gonna be the boxing.
Hey, nah, he told the yeah. KG.
No one brought up Ali yet.
I was on the phone.
Yeah,
Ali was a good movie. Ali,
I like $1 Million Baby better. That's all.
Yeah, and
I did like $1 Million Baby.
I actually thought about Mike Tyson when Michael J. White played it.
I never seen that one.
That movie wasn't that good.
That's why.
No one brought up Creed.
Nah, well, we know only because we got a series,
and I stayed away from
brothers. I'm gonna talk to the brothers about we did all of the Rockies. Derek, I'm gonna let you know we did all of the Rockies. All of these two men besides you, Mac and KG, we doing it. I want me, Mac, and KG. We gotta have a conversation. I want to do 5 and break down 5, but not on this channel because KG cursed too much. I'm gonna do it.
But you remember what I told you about 5? I'm not joining. No, it wasn't 5. I can do 5.
6. Me and you said 6 because we both didn't.
You don't like Mason Dixon?
I'm not doing 6. No.
You don't like Mason Dixon?
I to be honest with you, I really didn't like 5 all that well.
But I like 5 better than 6. If you put, you got to pick out of these movies.
Hey Drew,
I'll take 5.
Hey Drew, I was telling Ack about Diggstown.
I never. And you know what's crazy? I had it on Stars.
I was telling about Diggstown. Diggstown was that movie.
I know what you're talking about. I never watched it, but you did tell me about that.
I'm surprised nobody picked a horse movie.
Derek, you ain't never seen Diggstown?
I never see what?
Diggstown.
No.
You ain't never seen that, Mac?
Nope. I haven't.
I ain't never seen it.
With Louis Gossett Jr. He had to fight the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight the gauntlet. He had to go. He went into this town. And he had to fight like 20 people in the city to win. You know what I'm saying? Because he was this big name fighter in his past. And they was like, well, if he's such damn greatness, he should be able to beat everybody that I put in the ring. And they signed up like 20 different fighters. They had guys like ringers. They had a guy out of jail, and they tried to give him an address. And bro. It was a movie. It was it had Wood Harris in it. No, not Wood
I
Harris.
might,
What's his name? What's
I
the
might
white
have to
dude
check it out.
name? I can't think of the white dude name. Help me out, Drew, if you're still out there. But yeah, Louis Gossett Jr. and
Sherman Wood Harris. Sherman.
Hands of Stone was good too. On based on Roberto Duran's
Yeah,
life
Kansas
story.
Stone was
It
good.
was good. That was good. All right, Derek, let's go to you, man.
My
We
last.
getting late. Yeah, we getting
Yeah,
late.
everybody's last. Yeah, everybody should be
All
on
right.
their last.
You know, this is I was talking to. I'm going with Brian's song. Came out in 1977.
Jesus.
I ain't heard of
Jesus.
it.
D-Man Jr., you was right because I never seen this movie. I was going on mute.
Jesus.
I was talking to
Yo,
Eric about this.
I'm gonna tell you what. I might go back and watch it.
I know the movie.
You know
just-
why I might
yeah.
go back and watch it?
It's on Tubi.
No, not because it's on Tubi.
No, I'm letting you know it's on
Oh,
Tubi.
it is on Tubi. Oh, okay. I'm gonna watch it because my Harlem brothers in it. Billy D. Williams. I'm gonna watch it just because of that. I'm gonna just support him. I'm just support it off of that. But go ahead, man. Break down the story. Hold it down.
Oh, no problem, man. Thank you. Yeah, of course, Billy D. Williams, when he was young, before he started processing his hair, he played Gail Sayers. You have James Caan. You may know him from The Godfather and other movies. It also had Mike Dicker, and Dick Butkus. This is set in the 60s, you know, while playing for the Chicago Bears. During the time of segregation, two friends, Sayers and Piccolo, I think his name was Piccolo, and their wives became friends, symbols of harmony during the civil rights era. The team made them room together, so they both played. They made the players room by position, since both of them played running back. So you had Sayers and Piccolo in the same room, and they had a dynamic backfield back then for the Bears. You had what was his name? The coach Bear Hallis. He was coaching then, and what happened as the story progressed, Gale Sayers ended up with a knee injury that set him out for the season, and Piccolo went to go help him rehab because he started to get depressed about it. So you know they became real tight, real friends, man. And as the story progressed, Piccolo he started to slow down in the games. He started coughing. They didn't know what's wrong with him. They sent him to the doctor, and he had cancer. And I like to send this out to everybody who's been touched, who had a loved one that's been dealing with cancer or has dealt with cancer. There be sometimes is I have a friend. Sometimes she's in Theo's chat in the morning. She's dealing with breast cancer. My grandmother, my great grandmother on my father's side, she had ovarian cancer. So you know, keep these people who, you know, this movie was special to me. You know, because I have personally been affected by it. So he develops lung cancer. They take a portion of his lung, and then the cancer came back. They took more of his lung, and then he expired after that. It's a great movie. It's a great sports movie. It has a little of, you know, the time stamp on it, like what was going through America at the time, the civil rights era and everything. This movie is it's a tearjerker. It is. It's a tearjerker. I've never seen Billy D in a role like this since. Yes, I think he played in Lady Sings the Blues or Mahogany. Excuse me. But in this movie, he brings it. He brings it. Like I said, this is a young Billy D. Um, I would highly recommend this movie for people who haven't seen it. Please watch it. There's live footage of Gail Sayers running the ball, Piccolo running the ball. And the reason that me and Eric was talking about this, we were talking about the name Piccolo from Dragon Ball, which led us to talk about Mr. Popo. And I said, well, Eric, do you know that the early form of Mr. Popo, he was all black with red lips instead of purple like they have him now. That was a parody of their early garden gnomes that were dressed like horse jockeys. Because in the beginning, that's why I'm surprised I didn't put it on my list. In the beginning, the horse jockeys were black. In the beginning of her horse racing, they were black. So, but anyway, getting back to this movie, please watch this movie. And keep in mind that sometimes there are people suffering in silence. According to the movie, Piccolo held strong to the end, said goodbye to his friend Gail Sayers, and he expired right there, telling his wife he loved her, and that was it. There's a lot of football footage in this movie, training camp footage, the old school tour days, and them standing up and flopping down on their stomach and standing up. That's all in this movie. So it was very nostalgic for me, and it hit home. Huh?
You talking about up downs and burpees?
Yeah, the up downs.
Yeah, up down.
Yeah,
I was
I forgot what it was called. Thank you, brother. But this movie hit home for me, especially. I would recommend it. It's on Tubi.
On the list. Shout out to Derek Gaines.
I could have went older. I could have went Bad News Bears with Walter Matthau.
It's the oldest movie on the list. You won. There's no beating.
I didn't try to win, man. I just tried to bring a good list.
This is from 1971?
77.
Oh, 77. Okay.
77. It's set in the 60s, but it was came out in 1977. It's a tearjerker, man.
Three of us weren't even born
D-Man,
yet,
go to
man.
bed. D-Man, go to bed. D-Man, go to bed, please.
No,
Take the gavel on you, D-Man.
No, D-Man.
I know who Gail Sayers is, though. But I don't this movie is 4 years before.
Well, I was born in '69, so I grew up on movies. Movies were different back then, so I grew up on movies like this. You're right, D-Man. You're right. Hey, Drew might know about it. Like you said, he got older brothers, so he's 44. 44.
I'm 43. I've seen it, but it's like very, very vague. And I think I've seen it because of what my uncle had schooled me on with Gail Sayers. So I had seen the name, and but it wasn't something that grabbed me because I was so young when I did see it. So I wouldn't be able to tell you heads or tails on it. So, but yeah, I've seen it, but I know the movie, seen it in passing, because I got an old soul. I grew up. My uncle used to make me watch Jack Tatum and Deacon Jones videos.
I know who they are. I know who Gail Sayers is. I know them old football players. I've never seen this movie. Never even heard of it.
I didn't know about it until Derek brought it up, but I will go back and watch it because, like I said, my Harlem brothers in it. You know, Billy D. And I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not. Nah, I got to, man. I gotta support it. This ain't for you, Mac. It's a New York.
This is also before he was in Star Wars.
With mobs.
You said it's America, Jack.
It's America, Jack.
I would recommend if you don't like tearjerkers, then don't watch it. But like I said, this movie hit close to me, so that's why I put it on the list.
Look at your man, Joe. D-Man,
But
go.
D-Man, he did have a song. They didn't sing it in the movie. It was a play that he would call during the game. They reference it. They reference it throughout the movie. They didn't sing the song. Somebody time D-Man out.
All right, man. Last pick. And then we gonna give our last words and we gonna get out of here, man. Yo, y'all been fun in the chat today, man. One thing I can say about y'all in the chat, man, y'all are comedians. So my last and final pick.
Save the best for last.
Remember the Titans. Woo! I'm Coach Boone. Now let me stop. So Coach Boone, he's from North Carolina. He was a winning coach, won a couple titles out there. He takes over Coach Yoist's team from Alexandria, Virginia. We talking about more close to my brother KG's neck of the woods.
That's 2 hours
And
away.
yeah, and this was one of the last schools in America that was actually integrated, and I'm so surprised. I was so surprised by that because that just starts down south. But I guess I shouldn't be.
So if you look at the 13 colonies, it was considered the South of the original 13.
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying.
Keep telling
But I'm
people that.
surprised. He knows why I'm saying this though.
Okay.
KG knows why I'm saying it. Is because they're not the deep south. Like y'all.
We start the South.
Y'all just starting it. So I
Original 13 colonies.
wouldn't have been. I wouldn't. I was kind of surprised by that. Learning all the history about that. And that was one of the first integrated schools, if not the first integrated school in Virginia. And Coach Boone, they gave him the job over Coach Yoist because of the fact that they didn't have any African American coaches around that time. So it was more like a charity type of thing, and they didn't expect him to make it out of training camp. But he did, and he brought all of those kids that weren't integrated together, that were used to being segregated together. And they all formed bonds and friendship, and so did the coaches. And long story short, at the first sign of trouble, Coach Boone was supposed to get canned. But they kept winning. No matter all of the adversity they had to deal with cheating referees and things like that, they were able to prosper and make it through with the undefeated season, even losing some players, some of their key players. One of the dudes on here, the big dude, what was the big lineman name?
Bertier?
Yeah. No, not Bertier. I said the big.
Oh, you're talking about
the old lineman. The old lineman.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the
he was from Bayonne. He was from Bayonne, New Jersey. That's why he sat next to the black kids, and he wasn't used to all the segregation. He was originally from, if y'all know about what's my man named the Bayonne Bleeder? Chuck Webner. The reason why the Rocky movies was made. That's where that big lineman was from. So that's what I mean about what I was saying earlier about me not knowing that this racism transition to the tri-state area around the civil rights time. I thought it was a little better. I knew there was some, but I didn't know it was to that extent. Because a lot of the people from the South, like my grandfather and my grandmother, transitioned to New York City because wasn't it deep. That being said, they got anything on this? We hit 3 hours. That's amazing.
I don't scratch my head unless it itch, and I don't dance unless I hear music.
Yeah, word. That's what Coach Boone said. That's what Coach Boone said.
Coach Boone
I
said
love the
something.
movie. It's been a while since I saw it, but
You got Disney Plus.
Yep.
yeah, I see it. Oh, I got a lot of movies to watch.
Coach Boone said, bro, shit. He said, look at me, boy. He said, who's your father?
Yeah,
I'm your
word.
daddy.
Word.
He said, say I'm your
Gary,
daddy.
yeah.
Yep. He said, where's your mother? He said, wave to her. He said, now who's your daddy? You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, he made those kids work together. And that look
Are your parents here? Yeah. There's my mother. Good.
He said you are going to be doing
Take a
up
look
down.
at her. 'Cause once you step on this bus, you ain't got your mama no more.
But look, this movie was one of those movies that shows you got to do a hard reset. You got to do a hard reset. Like, he seen that all the whites got on one bus, while all blacks got on one bus. He said, no what?
Yes.
He said all offense on one bus, all defense on the other bus.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We all learned to work together, and like I said, and that killed what the damn, you know what I'm saying, what the narrative was. Nobody was wanting that to happen. So he said, know what, I'm going to take my approach and say, know what, y'all going to have to work together. And this is the reason why, like you know what I'm saying, like, I refer to my family a lot, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to me and my daughters. I don't call us a family, I call us a team, because the end objective is to win. And that's what Coach Boone was trying to promote to these kids.
Yes.
It ain't about you being black, about you being white. We out here to win. And y'all gonna end up there, you know what I'm saying, y'all gonna end up liking each other along the way, because y'all gonna understand what this concept is. We're here to win. And Coach Joyce understood that. Even though his daughter didn't grasp it at first, but you know what I'm saying, he was a hard nose. Little Peyton Pettier. You know
Yeah. You know what's crazy? One of my ex-girlfriends went to school with her.
Yeah.
Who, Cheryl?
Yeah, Cheryl.
Yeah, the one that played Cheryl. Yup.
Mhm.
Cheryl York.
One of my exes lived upstate and she went to school.
What he said? Water break. Water's for cowards.
He said water is for
makes you
cowards.
weak.
We
Water
are going
makes
to be
you
doing
weak.
up downs.
Water is to wash blood out of your uniform, and you don't get blood on my uniform. Boy, you must be outside your mind. We gonna do up down until
Out your
blue is no
John
longer
Brown
tired
mind.
Or thirsty. He said Hom Pot's a lot. He said Hom Pot's. Remind me of my grandma.
If you fumble a football, you go get my
gonna run a mile.
High points, and then you gonna run a mile.
And then you're gonna run a mile. Yeah. He said, come on, Petey, you're killing me, Petey. You're killing me.
Weak side, strong side.
Wrong side. Yeah, that
Weak
was
side.
yo. When Bert Tier got into that accident, man.
Oh man.
Yeah. That messed everybody.
Yeah, that messed me up.
Right there.
Yep.
Everywhere we go.
Yeah, man. This was a great movie.
My favorite football movie, number one on my.
Yeah. This was my number one pick right here. You know, love this movie. Had it on the DVD. And appreciate everybody jumping on here with us.
Check your cash app.
No, I did. That's
Okay.
why. If you look in the comments, I saluted Eric Jordan. Salute Eric Jordan, man.
Yeah, that brother always come through, man. That's a good
show love when you can, man. I appreciate you, Eric. I want you to think I forgot about you.
Perfect.
So I just, before we get off, we about to get off. I want to talk about what we're planning to do next week, because I know Christmas is coming, and I was having a discussion with Matt whether we should do the top 5 Christmas movie the week of Christmas or the week before Christmas. And I also had another one that I wanted to do too at the same time, because I was planning to have my topic already down. because we were gonna do what villains that we
I'm
view
already.
as right. Our top
I'm
five
already.
villains that we viewed that were right in what they were doing.
I got 3. I couldn't think of the other 2. I'm still working on it, but I
Top
got 3.
5 villains
Don't
that were.
don't say your list. We just gonna go top
We
5
just we
villains.
we just talking about the possible topic, but we
Yeah.
definitely got to do top 5 Christmas movies.
I already got one. I couldn't understand him until the end of the movie,
But
but I
that's
yeah.
what we just telling you what we got on the docket, and
Okay.
we might have to have a round table and talk about. Mac was suggesting that we may have to do it on the same week, which is next week. We may have to do one Saturday and then another one Sunday. So
Hey,
basically,
let's see, what's next weekend? Ohio State plays next week, next Saturday, I think. So we can't do it. I have to check the schedule. I'll check.
We can do it. The Texans play, but we can do it. I just sent my
Ohio
list.
State plays, man.
you already finished, or that's what you got so far?
No, that's all 5.
Oh, okay.
I gotta think about. I gotta think about my villain list.
So take a look at my list and see what you think.
See, I wanna argue with you, man.
Yeah, I don't see an argument though.
Oh, hold on. Why is it not popping up?
The villains that were right in the end.
That was really right, or that wasn't. They wasn't wrong.
He's pretty much saying
They wasn't wrong with what they were doing.
Their logic was good.
Yeah. It's like
it was their approach. Their approach was wrong. But with the logic,
but they were doing it for. Yeah, their logic behind it.
I understand why he was doing it.
I'll tell you right now, your second one, Mac, I agree with, because that had to do with the earth.
Yes.
So I understand why she did that.
Yeah. That's why I picked
one. I don't agree.
I don't know why.
Y'all talk about that, but
I told you by any means necessary. But we can argue next Saturday. KG, matter of fact, KG, what you doing next Saturday?
That's too far ahead in the future to predict.
What if we have the same picks?
You want to join that show, D-Man? You want to join that show? For villains that was right, you better start making your list now if you really want to be on it. And do your homework. Because I need a background.
I'm not. Their games don't be a poor sport, bro. I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out my approach. I mean, there are some villains out there that proved themselves right in the end, but I'm thinking like, I don't want to pick the same villains that everybody else would pick.
Don't worry, I'm sharing everybody's list who's going to be on the show. I promise you.
So it's top 5, or how many we doing? 5? Okay. Well, I got 2 already.
I'm sharing everybody's list.
I'll send you my list once the line.
You share mine.
That's why I went ahead and did mine. So y'all can go ahead. Y'all don't worry about picking nobody off my list. I went ahead and got it out the way.
Oh, I got to think about this.
And then we got to do top 5 Christmas.
Oh, he said, nah, he wanted to be on the Christmas episode.
Oh.
Well, again, do your background research. Oh, yeah. All right, before we go, it's 2 verses that I need to do with 2 people. I need to do a verse with KG, and I need to do a verse with Joe Townsend. Joe Townsend wants to do Iron Man. No, you brought up Iron Man. Stop trying to change it for Black Panther. Joe Townsend wants Iron Man versus Batman, because he's a Batman hater. And
Well,
I
we
told
talked
him
about
more than
we
one
We
talked
position.
talked about that. It'd be Batman.
He
You
don't
give
feel
Batman
that.
time to
I
prep.
tried to tell Joe Townsend that.
You give Batman time to prep for you. I mean, they even got short movies out there. Batman's contingency plan for a Marvel universe. It's
but hold on.
crazy.
Yeah, but that's that that's uh that's cool, but if they just going straight at it one time, first time, it's a lot into that. So you really have to break that down. Because I'm gonna pick Batman, but you really have to break that down because I can see ways that Iron Man wins.
I could break it down. I could break it down why he wins.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying that was
I could break it down why he wins.
who
Because
Iron Man.
Soup? No, Batman wins.
No, I said that. That ain't what I said. I said.
You saying? You
I
saying why?
got Batman to win, but it's ways that Iron Man could win that.
And then, and even if you do this one, because Batman, I would like to believe not skill wise, Bane is just as strong as Black Panther off that purple stuff. I know if he drink that purple stuff, it heightens his abilities a little bit more, but I still could see how Batman could win that. Because he's used to beating people that's way more stronger. So, but you definitely brought up Iron Man first. Eric Jordan said Iron Man wins hands down. No, he does not. Eric Jordan, what are you talking about? How does Iron Man win?
Hey, look. Hey, Chip, it's 10:30. I gotta get out.
All right, go ahead. All right, get the people your last. We about to jump on. We jumping on.
Hey, stay ready, Mac, man. Appreciate everybody that came through.
Stay ready. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
But I'm finna take my butt to bed, y'all. I gotta get up at 5:30 in the morning.
Stop drinking that drink.
What you mean stop drinking that drink? It's 10:30 at night. I gotta get up in the morning, champ. Y'all past my bedtime.
Where are you at? It's 10:30. It's 11:30 here.
Nah, you on
I'm in Texas.
Oh, here we go. No wonder you people are behind the times. Go Buckeyes. Go Buckeyes.
Hey, it ain't my fault that y'all ranking suck.
Go to bed, bro.
We lost and we still rank number 5. And y'all rank number 8. Y'all behind Texas, UT. And y'all
That's all right. That's all right.
And-
We made the
hold on.
playoffs now.
And-
We made
and-
the playoffs. We made the playoffs. I
y'all
see
gotta-
you.
Y'all got
I see you in the Cotton Bowl.
Let that man
gotta
get his
play-
sleep.
Y'all
Let
gotta
that
play
man
the
get his sleep because
secondary.
he'll wake up because of what you saying right
Y'all
Let him
y'all
get his
gotta play
sleep.
they gotta play the secondary university, UT, Tennessee. Y'all not even worth playing.
Y'all won't even get out of the first round.
Bro, we playing Clemson. You must be out your mind.
I don't know. Clemson come hard sometimes.
We playing Clemson. And then we playing Arizona State.
Eric, you from California. What you talking about? Don't mess with Texas.
That's what I'm saying. That's a word. I'm
Who from California?
Eric Jordan.
Jordan.
Man, hey, Eric know what it is. Hey, shout out to Eric Jordan. Tell him don't mess with Texas. You right. And good night. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
All right, brother. Peace, man. Good night.
KG, man, our special guest, man. Get the people your last. And I gotta bring you back on here, man. Even if it's not for verses, when Invincible come back.
Yeah.
This you gotta come back, bro.
Most definitely. Man, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the guys on the panel, man. Act Reacher, Derek Gaines, Stay Ready,
sir.
Mac. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know I come in the chat talking real heavy about John Wick and everything. You know what I'm saying? Just trolling and shit, talking, popping off at the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Act know me. Act know me. You know what I'm saying? If nobody else know me, Act know. But shout out to everybody. Come check us out tomorrow. Supreme Peace Boxing Talk. We bullshit on the Beltway, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. me, Cadillac Red, and the usual suspects. We're going to talk about these boxing recaps. Which, speaking of, I need to go back and recap myself because I didn't see no fights last night. I was caught up. I was out here in these streets. I was caught up, man. You know what I'm saying? I was being entertained thoroughly. But
still a kid channel.
KG don't know what a kid's channel is. He got kids. You would have thought I was the one, because I ain't got.
Boy.
My kids teenagers now, so I talk reckless to them now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep.
But,
hey,
salute.
man, thank you, man. Hey, shot says salute.
Please bring him back, man. It was fun.
Yeah, I noticed he had you laughing a lot. Yeah, he's a character.
It was fun.
This dude right here is the character. This is the king of the one-liners right here.
Well, I appreciate being here. Thank you, the chat, showing up. I want to do a versus between, because I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated in my verses. I get to call my opponent out. I want to do a versus between me and Drew Titan.
You and Drew?
Me and Drew. I give Drew a pick or whoever.
And you'll go based off of Drew's pick.
I'll go based off of Drew's pick because I'm undefeated in the verses.
Wow.
And you know Drew will bring it.
You see your man. I thought you was going first. He said of what? He said you get to pick the character. Marvel or the DC side. And
Marvel or DC.
You want to do it with Drew?
Drew. We're going to bring Bear Chair back.
Bear Cave.
Bear Cave. I'm sorry. I'm getting sleepy myself. Bear Cave back.
Okay.
Because this comic stuff that we do, it started with Drew, man. And then I bounced from Drew to Stormy when he does his movie thing. You know, now I'm here, man.
You already lost. Drew said you already lost. Wow.
You see, that's that New York attitude. See, that's that New York attitude. That's okay. I'm from Midwest, man. We take it easy. We analyze, and then we analyze. We Batman. I'm gonna have a contingency plan, but give him. You know, I'm undefeated. How many verses I have? 3, 4?
I would like to see that. I would just
think it would be cool. I think it would be cool.
Moderator in that, and then it'd just be you and Drew. And
I think it'd be cool, man. I think it'd be cool. Hey, you know, I love my brother Drew, man. You know, he's a good guy. You know, and I appreciate everyone who showed up. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, once again. This has been, you know, special to me, especially my last pick. It was close to me. And I appreciate everybody being here. Eric Jordan, Drew Titan, D-Man, sorry, shit, what's it? I feel, Poolman 313, thank you, everybody. And everybody who showed up, thank you.
Yes, sir. And
I did not lose twice. See, he going out the way he came in. I never lose. I won every single one. Pick a character and allow me to pick one.
You said Drew gets to pick.
Yeah. I'm talking to D-Man. D-Man don't want to challenge me.
D-Man said he wants to. I told you that. Nah, D-Man want that.
Nah. I already laid down the gauntlet with Drew. I'm not gonna pick it back up.
Okay. So you want Drew? All right.
Yeah. If I pick it back up, then I'm saying I
text me.
I passed out and say I may not be able to beat him. But nah. So that's that New York attitude.
So I could queue up. Yeah, well, I mean, me and Drew, uptown guys. So
yeah,
background. So I can't be mad at him. His mentality, I have. He's just the old.
That's okay, man. I mean, it is. It is what it is. I'm not mad.
Drew, call me. Make sure you give me a call. Let me know what the schedule looking like, and we can make it happen. And I'll get at Derek Games or whatever and holla at me. But yeah, man, I'm gonna
Yes,
get
sir.
off here. Appreciate everybody for coming on. This was a fun show, and shoot, you might have to do 2 verses. You might have to battle Drew, and then you might have to double back with D-Man. D-Man
Who D-Man gonna pick? Howard the Duck?
Nah, D-Man said that. D-Man said he gonna pick the Hulk. I don't know who you gonna pick for the Hulk, but I know you come up with something. I know you figure out something.
The Juggernaut. If he got the Hulk, I got the Juggernaut.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know right now. It better be 8th Day Juggernaut.
I got the Juggernaut.
It
If he going with the Hulk,
it better be 8th Day Juggernaut.
If he going with the Hulk, and I know Hulk's weakness, man. I did some research on the Hulk, not Betty Ross or anything like that. I know Hulk's power, where it comes from, and it's not. It's man. The hierarchy in Marvel is crazy. It doesn't stop with
listen to Eric Jordan.
Huh? Doomsday.
You don't know why Doomsday? You know what? Let's get out of here, man. I don't want to.
Yeah, we'll go another hour. I appreciate everyone. Thank you, Act, for having me, man. Thank you, KV. Thank you, Stay Ready. Thank you.
And we out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace.